I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, dack,
Enter, brother.
Welcome in. With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron.
Who, me?
Even if you're still faking like you're getting hit
Not
on
5.
plays.
LeBron James.
There you go. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now, live
We'll do it live.
on YouTube.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Am I still congested, Alex? A little bit. Right?
Just a little bit. It's all good.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the odd couple on this funky Flashback Friday. And yes, you'll need our telephone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake.
Has to be then, Rob. Otherwise, what are we doing?
Sorry about that, Ben. Look at Elijah. You see the jacket he's got on? He's got the throwback on.
Never heard of him.
I can't see him from an angle. Where you at? Elijah, stand up. Let me see.
Elijah, come back
Racist.
over to the
yourself
window.
on.
What do you mean you can't see him?
See, there you go. That was racist.
Look at that.
Ooh.
He's got the throwback, the Jordan
Man.
joint.
Wow.
Those were on the salad days of the show when we had money.
Oh, yeah.
Back
Hey,
then.
you better put that Black Panther hat I bought you on. That would have fit. That would have went with it a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that on his Instagram. I think he's selling that, right? Isn't that for sale? That
Well, at
hat?
least get some real money for it.
Okay, write it down. Commit it to memory. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there who can't figure out letters and numbers, 877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you're calling here and have a problem with what we say to you, guess what? Tough to pooty. No, I don't know what to say. Tough because
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk
I
to
don't
you.
even know what I
you
was
have
saying.
a problem, turn off your station.
What the damn
do?
what the damn do?
Kapootie.
Kapooty. I don't know what I was saying.
I don't know
I'm
what
sorry.
you out here talking. Yeah, you right. He ain't right yet.
I'm
Still got your brain acting crazy. Talking about
I'm
Capoto.
all right. I don't know.
Kapootie.
With that said, always remember.
Sweetie bitty. Yeah.
All right, big show. Let's go. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is
Kelvin.
Oh,
Washington.
yeah. I'm good. The juice man. He's got me, right? What we got today, Alex?
We got you 2 today. We got hydration and cleanser.
Ooh, so
He needs
one's
a
got
cleanser.
some beats.
I think he
Yep.
needs an enema too.
Yeah, cleanser, and then what was the first one?
I'm sorry, Rob. You want to run that back?
No, I'm sorry.
Hey,
You
yo.
always talking ish.
So one of them
Exactly, I am.
is beets, watermelon, and sweet lemon.
Why's it
The-
got to be watermelon?
Well, because it's hydrating.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other one, it's a list of greens to clean
Oh,
you
this is
out.
that green one you had. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I? I'm worried. Like, would I need a longer commercial break? With
No,
that
you'll
one?
be good.
Okay. But just get ready, Rob. You might have to bring us back in a couple of times.
Yeah,
if
I got it.
Drink the wrong.
Who wants a mustache ride?
Yeah. Might be treated like a 76 bathroom.
Bare cheek?
Bare
No,
cheek.
hovering.
Oh, no.
Hovering.
Stop it. You
Rob, you
cannot
don't
squat
hover.
that well.
Look,
Stop it.
Watch.
When's the last time you
Watch.
I've
hovered?
seen you
Watch,
fall
watch
over
this.
in the chair 6 times. Well, what do you got?
And
the
I'm
runs?
hovering.
You usually
Stop.
about a 5-minute occasion.
Stop.
I'm hovering over it, and I'm sending a text. I'm multitasking.
I don't believe it. That absolutely is hitting the seat.
No, I'm not hitting the seat.
Not you, but what's coming out is the way you squatting.
Are you kidding?
You know what he hovers? He hovers till he sits. That's what he does.
That's what.
I would never-
I'm down now.
All you got to do is clean yourself. That's all. I'm just saying.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Speaking of cleaning,
Hey,
dude
Doctor, how you doing?
wipes.
There's just growth right here.
Oh, God. Would you
Yeah,
guys
on the
stop?
back of my thigh. I don't know what.
Okay. Yes, we got
Well,
all
this has
that.
been going around for everybody who sat down at a 76 seat before.
I
You
will
haven't done that, have you, Rob?
I will say this. I was 75-25 not going to do the show this morning.
Okay.
I did the podcast. Rob G was like, "You sound awful." He said it right to my face. Didn't even try to couch it. He was like, "You're not doing the show today, are you? Because you sound awful." And I was like, "What?" Rob G counted me out.
But I still think he knew he was going to do the show.
Rob
I think it was
G-
him a way of telling you not to do the show. Yeah, see, he said I'm right.
What? He
It
didn't want me-
was his way of saying, hey, man, take a day. You sound bad. Don't get the rest of us sick.
Rob G, I sound way better, though, don't I?
You sound better than you did earlier, but I wouldn't say you sound good.
Okay.
You know what sucks is Kelvin just got over being sick, and he comes back and he gets sick again.
How's he going to get sick?
From you.
I'm not sick.
Hey, don't talk to me. Talk that way.
I'm not sick.
Okay.
I don't have a fever.
I'm just very congested, and my
And I'm
voice sounds
coughing,
terrible.
and I can't smell anything, and I'm nasal, but I'm not sick.
My taste buds are good. I just had baked chicken with barbecue sauce. And
Wait a minute.
It was
You didn't even have to
delicious.
taste that. You already knew what it tasted like. You eat it every day.
No, but I could tell if I don't taste the food. I taste it.
Yeah, you're right, Roger. He's one of those. If he ain't on his deathbed, he ain't sick.
That's what I was about to say. What is sick then, Rob? What is classified as sick for you?
Sick for me is
for him.
I can't get out of bed and I
So
can't do anything.
Why does everything in your life have to be extremes?
Because that's sick to me. When I can't, like, literally pick my head up off the pillow, or I can't hold in my food.
That's called deathly sick.
Right? No, then that.
There's a scale or 2 or 3 before that, right?
Alex, you get what I'm. That's sick to me.
I get you.
Like anything else. Like, I'm not contagious. I don't have. If I felt like I was sick and I could pass it along, I wouldn't be here.
So wait a
I wouldn't be
minute.
here.
So I feel like I can pass along. Alex, I bet you a lot of people didn't feel like they could pass along a lot of things till they passed it along.
It's just congestion. Like, it's an internal thing with the nose and the phlegm and the stuff
Dude,
like
that is one way you
Right?
definitely show your age. Oh, I've never taken a day off. I have 50 years. Well, you know how many days you came in sick?
I wasn't
That was
sick.
that era, Rod.
Not 2, not 3.
Exactly.
I'll tell
I'm
you-
okay. I'm all right.
I did go a stretch. I think it was like 13 years without a sick day. 13 years.
And guess every single year you were sick at least
I was
twice
not
that year.
sick. I wasn't sick. All right. All right, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Rob G is our producer.
Bud Mexican?
Where did we get that from? One of my friend Ben, who listens to the podcast, he says, "Why do you say Bud Mexican?" I can't even
genuinely
remember.
can't remember.
Rob
Bud
G,
Mexican?
do you remember? I don't remember. I said I don't remember the context.
I don't remember at all. Like at all. I can't.
Bud
I remember
Mexican
said
is-
something, and
okay.
then you said it with a question mark, like Bud
Bud
Mexican?
Mexican? Right.
And then, but I don't remember what we were talking about.
I think we were talking about Bud Light or
Yeah,
something.
or Bud Beer or something, and we were talking
Yeah.
about a Mexican
Oh,
brand.
yeah.
We were making
Bud
a joke
Mexican.
about
You
it.
say Modelo
Something like
or
that.
Bud Light, and then you
Yeah.
said Bud
I think we were
Mexican.
talking about like Tecate or Coronas, and Rob G said something. I think Rob Parker went Bud Mexican.
So it's still racist.
Yeah,
like
of
even the
course.
origin of it. Okay.
Racist.
All right.
That's
All
just
right.
it's who I am.
Nah, you just gave him a drop. Hey, yo!
Okay.
You're racist. It's just who I am.
Alex, our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Steve DeSager is
It's just who
behind
I
the
am. It's
anchor
crazy.
desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the show.
That's gotta
and,
be racist.
of course, Elijah.
Never heard of him.
Our social media
Yes,
guru.
sir.
All right, we got playoff football all ready to go. And let's just start right here with Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that they're the favorites to get to the Super Bowl. Like that's like they're the favorite.
That's a hair crazy for me. I'm not gonna lie.
But most people aren't buying into the Seahawks. And I'm going to say this. I've been saying it. I said it when Sam Darnold was in with the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold has a black cloud over his head. And people will not, N-O-T, ever embrace him fully until he gets over the hurdle. And what I mean for him over the hurdle, I expect them to beat the 49ers this week. I do. I expect Seattle to beat the 49ers. They're on fumes. They're losing players left and right. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, that magical mystery carpet ride ends. I will not believe in Sam Darnold until he's It's Super Bowl Sunday, and he runs out onto the field with the Seahawks. That's when I'll say, okay, he scrubbed it away. I remember people trying to scrub it away after they came back and beat the Rams. Remember, down 30 to, 14 or 16, right?
14, I think it was. But, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And they came back and won the game. People are like, oh, that narrative about, say, I guess that's over. No, it's not. It's not over. They won that game, but it ain't over. And I just don't believe people buy into Sam Darnold. I really don't. And for me to embrace him and believe like something has changed here, he'd have to get to the Super Bowl. Is that unfair?
I think it is unfair, but I don't – I understand where it comes from. If you look at the last 2 seasons, 2 different franchises, he's been incredible, 14-3. If you take out the Rams games, he's 25-4 in the last 2 seasons. With 2 different franchises, you would think, okay, fine, he's got on a hot streak with one team in particular, right? That happens where, okay. But he's doing stuff that no one else has done. And back-to-back, 4,000 yards with 2 different teams. These records are great, and the top seeds and, one of the top 1-2 seeds in the conference. So at some point, we have to go, oh, Sam Darnold's a good player. Now, there are levels, as we know, just like there's tiers of things. So is he tier 1? No. But the idea that he's no longer good or we just, I can't believe in him. If you're him, you're saying, well, what more do I need to do? I mean, I've been good with this team. Then you trade me to another team. I'm good with this team. Or not trade, I get signed to this team. I'm successful there. You question me if I can win a big game. I beat the Rams in a great comeback. I end up having the better and winning that division, which is one of the better divisions in football. So I get what you're saying, because even part of me is like, and I've been trying to be the most optimistic about Sam Darnold. But even I'm like, oh, Sam, I don't know. If Sam Darnold is able to realize that all he has to do is be a slightly better version of what we want from C.J. Stroud, then he can be set to get to what Rob Parker questions he can, meaning a Super Bowl. That defense is very good. The running game is pretty good. He's got very good weapons, including JSN.
Yeah, but they were down 30-14 at home.
On the outside, right.
I mean, that, and he had 2 picks. And
he came back and won. Caleb Williams did. We praise him all season for that. And he was able to do that against.
But he has a bigger body of work of duds in big spots. You don't get that by. And here's my biggest. The ender that will debunk just the idea that this might be an unfair tag. Okay,
I'm listening.
The teams have done this to him, and that's why he is where he is. Rob G, the contract he signed with Seattle was a soft, non-committal contract, the same way that the Vikings stepped off of him. And the teams are telling you, right, Rob G, this contract he signed, they don't believe in him. If you have a franchise quarterback, Kelvin, what do? You lock that guy up. Rob G, tell us the contract. It's a weak contract.
Yeah, it was marketed as a 3-year, $105 million contract with $55 million guaranteed. The problem is, even that $55 isn't really guaranteed because it doesn't vest until after a certain date in the year. So realistically, what it actually is a 2-year, $66 million deal.
But here's where I'll push back with that. I get what you're saying from the standpoint of a guy we were coming into. You were optimistic about. We fell off. Everybody completely written him off. Nobody was thinking about him. So to then go to the Vikings and have a 14-3 year, that contract to me matches that. Meaning that was 1 year. Was that a fluke? I don't know. Was it a system? Was it Kevin O'Connell? To me, that's a safe bet. We believe in you enough to be our guy. No, but we don't believe that you're the guy.
But there's still doubt, and that's
but what I'm saying is, I bet you he gets one now.
No, but
because that's back-to-back years.
You say that, but if they get blown out and lose to the 49ers, he will not. He will not get a deal. I'm telling you, he won't. If he's bad, because he'll say we have this defense in place. You just talked about it, and if he has a bad game, they will not be embracing him or going, let's sign him to a long-term contract, because that's where he is. And the narrative about him, people talk about narratives, this narrative is real. And if you really believe that you lucked in and you saw him with the Vikings and were like, oh my God, this guy's available, we know he can play and we're gonna go with him, you would have tried to get a longer deal even if it wasn't for the big money, but a longer deal from the standpoint that we don't want him to blow up and have a great year for us, and then we have to really pay him in 2 years. Do you see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but guess how old Sam Darnold is?
I don't
Sam
know.
Darnold is 28. He's 28. So you just got this deal that just 365 days ago, not a single human being, including Sam Darnold, thought Sam Darnold would ever get a deal like what he got.
No,
I hear what you're saying. So now you get that money, and now you come back, you bounce back 14-3 again, and beating again. You won a very tough, if not the toughest
but
division.
Always, I think you're giving him way too much credit for the 14-3. And I'm not saying he didn't play well. They got a hell of a defense. They do.
There's no denying that.
I'm just saying. So when you're looking at it and you put the team together, you go, he's a big part of it. Can't beat the Rams. Had 4 interceptions. He had 6 interceptions in 6 quarters against the Rams before they came back and won that game. So right there, you're like, oh my God, we can't get past the Rams. He always wets the bed when they play them. All right, 877-99 on Fox. We don't want to chew up all the time. I just say that the teams, the way that they've responded to him and not rewarding him, first the Vikings and then Seattle with a soft deal. They gave him a deal, but it is soft. And Rob G even said, like, the whole 55 wasn't even guaranteed fully. Now, you would think he would be at least that with a guy.
You don't think he's about to get more?
No, if he has a bad – I do not. If he has a bad game and they lose –
What if he has a normal game? I mean, he doesn't throw 400 yards.
No, I'm just saying
220, a touchdown.
It depends on how he plays. If he does not have a good game –
I think he's about to get more money.
I don't think so.
And 2 seasons of 14-3 and 4,000 yards each season is crazy.
If they get knocked out and lose at home at the top seed to a banged-up 49ers team, you're going to sign him and he plays
I think they will. As long as he doesn't – I'm not saying he throws out 4 or 5 interceptions, but I'm saying if he plays solidly and then they lose to a – dude, the 49ers are a tough out. They have been for the last 5-6 years.
I disagree. I think they're supposed to win, and if he does not play well, they're going to question it. All right, 877-99 on Fox. They're going to question Sam Darnold. 877-996-6369. Do you believe the Super Bowl favorite Seahawks can actually win it all with Sam Darnold at quarterback? I can't see it. We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Get that man a Sudafed or something. Who got some tussin?
No, that made me go to sleep.
Wait a Benadryl.
I'm sorry.
Who got some tussin?
I'm sorry. It is.
Man, I don't know what. You got to be on life support to be like, I'm sick.
Right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you got some tussin in the US of A.
Real quick. All right, it's been a rough week for LeBron James. He started off the week by putting on his inexplicable patch to commemorate his 23 years of service in the NBA.
I thought he was trying to quit smoking instead. It was on his uniform.
Which he didn't start at the beginning of the season, which would make sense. Only at that middle of the season.
Did you read about that?
It doesn't even make sense.
No sense.
So it's like him, Shea, Defensive Player of the Year. Who was it again?
Stephon Castle.
Like they all randomly get these patches now that they take off.
That was for a one-off game, and LeBron's is going to be for the whole rest of the
they take it off and they put it on car. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
No, but LeBron's with the 23rd season, which
it started at the beginning.
Right. It started in October. Why are we doing it now?
That makes no sense.
And then flash forward 24 hours later, he's back in the news again, this time because his agent, Rich Paul, who's already had to backtrack, by the way, said on his own podcast that the Lakers should consider trading away Austin Reeves in favor of Jaren Jackson Jr., and LeBron tried to be like, hey, he speaks for himself. I had nothing to do with that. Me and AR are tight.
I just got to say this, Kevin.
Yeah.
Seriously. The distraction, all of this other stuff, this is so off the rails. The new owners of the Lakers, I know Jeannie Buss put up with it. You got your championship, your bubble championship. It wasn't a total waste, okay? Mm-hmm. But if I'm the new Lakers people, he's not the future. This is all just a distraction. And Rich Paul acting like he's naive. like the agent of your star player is talking about getting rid of one of your teammates. Oh, it was just hypothetical, right, Rob G? That's the backpedal that he's doing now. But, dude, that is just so bad. We talked about it with Micah. Remember the top 5 quarterbacks.
And not bringing up Dak.
And Dak wasn't in his top 5. Like, it's a distraction. And if you're Austin Reeves, you're like, what? You know what I mean? Like, and you've always going to feel like LeBron and Rich Paul were talking. You know what I mean? And that came up, and that came through LeBron. It always is going to appear that way.
So this is where I don't like this, and I don't like Rich Paul with the backtracking. Apparently, Rob G, correct me if I'm wrong, it was like, no, y'all don't understand. Y'all misread it. Y'all misinterpreted it. It was a hypothetical. Rich Paul, you are arguably, basketball-wise, the biggest agent and one of the biggest agents in all of American sports. Don't tell us we misconstrued. That's why I said one of, because Scott Boras is another level. That's why I said basketball. Scott Boras over there. But you're huge, especially pop culture-wise, because Scott Boras, maybe a lot of young people don't know him. You're dating Adele. Your biggest client is LeBron. Like, you're huge. People know you. What does this need, Rob, to all of a sudden have a voice and have a podcast? And I want to say stuff.
It makes no sense.
And talk about. You were great when you were in the shadows. We saw at your games. We knew who you were, but he was kind of just that guy. Like, oh, that's Rich. And you're not saying too much. Now, every week you're saying stuff that we have to backtrack, or that LeBron has to come on and say, I didn't mean it like that. He wasn't talking about me, or he wasn't. It makes zero sense, especially when we've been sold on LeBron, his crew, Maverick, Rich, and I forgot the guy that's always with him kind of doing all his handling, Randy Mims. Like, y'all are in sync. Y'all are one. So now all of a sudden for Rich to be, I'm going to just do my own thing. I want to have a voice. I want to have a podcast. Dude, you are a behemoth in this sport. And when it comes to agents,
it's just bad. It's a bad
makes
look.
sense? And now LeBron, he might not actually know anything about this, but now I got to feel questions about it.
You got to be asked about it.
Because for historically, we've all been in line. We've all been in sync. And watch this, Rob. What if it was the reverse? What if he went on there and was like, yo, my big client, it's time for him to get a payday. AR-15 balling. You know what I mean? He needs to get paid. Matter of fact, let's just be real. You need to trade LeBron. It would be all the smoke if he said that.
No doubt.
It's time to trade LeBron and get him up out of it if he was somebody else's agent, right?
No,
like another big agent
I
said
know what
that.
you're saying. Right. It would be the same thing. You don't talk about other people's clients. You don't talk about other people's wives. There's certain things you don't do.
And
I'm
don't
serious.
be shocked when there's pushback or backlash. You're Rich Paul talking about LeBron, talking about the Lakers, and talking about AR-15.
And you think people aren't going to hear that and go, did Rich Paul say that, LeBron? What do you think?
And you're doing a podcast with Max Kellerman. It's not like some random unknown. Like, would love this documentary, Alex. It's called Bitchin'. I think it's called the Rick James documentary. You would love it. You would love it. Check it out.
My favorite Dave Chappelle skit is when Charlie Murphy talks about him.
Come on. You would love it. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Funky Flashback Friday. And be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. We are there right now, simulcasting the show. So
and
if you want to
look
see
right
it, boys,
now and see that I'm not sick.
Yeah, well, they might not see it. They can hear it. Go check it out. All you got to do is search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. And subscribe, like it, share it. Hey, that was on beat. Thumbs up, all that good stuff. And Rob G's going to read some comments a little bit later on.
That ain't me coughing.
Yeah, that might have been me the other day. All right, let's get to it, Rob. 877-99 on Fox. Sam Darnold, can he get it done?
I'm glad.
Has he done enough? Does he warrant still some more of the criticism, or have you thought, man, Sam Darnold came from nothing is good enough, or he's got to win to get to the Super Bowl? What do you say? 877-99 on Fox.
All right, hey, Dolphin in Florida. That makes sense. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
You should be in the ocean.
What's up, Dolphin? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm crossing across the ocean, so that kind of counts, I guess. Long bridge.
My bad, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. On the Sam Darnold thing, coming from someone who's not a Vikings or Seahawks fan, I mean, he's overachieved like crazy the past 2 years, and I get he crapped the bed last year, but I think it's a bit unfair to, if he doesn't this year. I mean, we can't really judge him for the Jets. I mean, who does good there? So I don't know. I just think
but last year was really bad, though. Come on, like one was for the division, and if you watched the game, did you watch the game when they played the Lions? Seriously.
Yeah, it was
okay.
bad.
So they were in the red zone.
They got there.
It wasn't like they couldn't move the ball or they were the defense. He was in the red zone and couldn't get the ball in the end zone. That was why it was so bad. And then the Rams game was just bad in the playoffs. I just think that was why people looked at it, because he had an unbelievable regular season, Dolphin.
But to his point, where I'm saying, has he not overachieved? Just to think, like I said, where we were a year and a half ago, he didn't overachieve already?
Yeah, but that's the scary part, is that you don't believe that that's real. You still believe like that, like he's living off of something that's not him.
How many years in a row you want that man to go 14-3?
I'm just saying.
You want it 3 years, 4 years? Not 5, not 6, not 7?
If he gets blowed out tomorrow.
Not 3, not 4.
And then next year he goes 3-14.
Not 6. He going to go 5-year, set a record, and you going to be over here. He shouldn't get a patch or a jersey or a statue. But Rob G, by the way, I'm in another Hall of Fame. How many Hall of Fames you in now? 19?
Not 2.
Not 3. Not 4.
What?
Not 5.
All right.
Not 6. Not 7. Nope.
Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, in my mind, Sam Darnold has to get paid this year. Seahawks are not going to make the same mistake that the Vikings did, who are still paying the opportunity cost for allowing him to go after that terrible loss last season. Now, you are correct, Rob. For everybody's eyes and for him to be a bona fide quarterback, he does need to shine against the 49ers so people can start putting respect on his name. But specific to the Seahawks, they're looking around and saying, hey, who's the next person walking through that door?
Well, let me ask you this, Dre. I hear you, but in the first 3 quarters of that Rams game when they're down 30-14, what are you thinking? Be honest. What are you thinking? That Sam Darnold, the stage is too big. Am I right?
I'm thinking this man's a little suspect. That's
all
what
right.
I'm thinking.
That's all I'm saying.
He is who we thought he was. But we're talking about the Seahawks, okay, who, listen, beggars can't be choosers. You're not in a major market. You're not a perennial power, okay? So you got to grow. You got to take what's given you, frankly. And Sam Darnold, I think it's working. Let's see if it can work better going forward rather than trying to see if the grass is greener on the other side. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
No doubt. Appreciate it. All right. We got to talk some baseball and big signings that just keep happening for one team in particular. We're talking about the Evil Empire now.
Evil Empire.
We'll talk about that next. Right now, Steve DeSager to get you set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey there, Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold said he's feeling better. He will play Saturday night after the oblique injury. The Bills activated wide receiver Curtis Samuel off injured reserve. He just returned to practice this week, and defensive tackle Ed Oliver is also off IR. Buffalo quarterback Josh Allen will play Saturday despite foot, knee, and finger injuries. He's practiced fully this week. Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is officially out with a concussion. Houston's at New England on Sunday, and then the Rams play at Chicago. Temperature under 20 degrees for that game and windy. Bears wide receiver Rome Odunze with a foot injury is questionable for that one. Rams backup quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo questionable with a bad back. Duke quarterback Darian Mensah decided to enter the transfer portal. In the NBA, Cleveland guard Darius Garland is out tonight with a foot injury. Cleveland underway and trailing at Philadelphia late first quarter 31-25. Coming up in minutes, it's the Clippers who won 4 straight playing at Toronto. Kawhi Leonard of the Clips out with an ankle injury. Minnesota at Houston later. Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves out again with a foot injury. The All-Star starters will be announced on Monday. The New York Mets agreed to a 3-year deal with shortstop Bo Bichette from the Blue Jays, reportedly worth over $125 million. It does include 2 opt-outs. He'll reportedly play third base for the Mets, a position he's never played in the majors or the minors. Last season, Bichette hit .311. He got a qualifying offer from Toronto, so the Mets will now lose their 2nd round and 5th round draft choices this summer. The Phillies are re-signing catcher JT Realmuto. The Twins agreed to a 2-year deal with catcher Victor Caratini. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you so much. Odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Funky Flashback Friday. Was it deep? Would I flip her a little bit? No?
That was Rob at SeaWorld last week.
What was that? Do that again.
That was me trying to, you didn't hear I was trying to do a dolphin?
What was that, Flipper?
I was trying to be Flipper. I don't know if I did it.
That sounds so bad.
Sounds like a bad wheel on a car.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Listen, we all done had a bunch of car trouble lately. My gosh. Remember that day we all had it the same day?
Don't bring it up.
Oh, that was horrible.
We're having car trouble. Rob's going to the Hall of Fame. It's not the same.
All right.
Whatever.
Not the same.
And here we are roasting them, thinking things was going bad with the downsizing and all that.
I'm trying to be humble.
He's just trying to be humble. That's all that is.
Why are you going to Hall of Fame shame me? Is that what you're doing
now? No. I'll tell you why we're Hall of Fame shaming you. Rob G, tell him why that man looked us dead in our eyes and said, you know, guys, it's all about you. It's all about me. It's all about we, the collective. You know, and I don't know where I would be without y'all. Well, except I'll be in the Hall of Fame for the 11th time in 2 years. Oh, it's just so crazy. I didn't know they were going to do this so early. It blows my mind.
Oh, God.
I didn't even want to accept it, but they made me accept it. They put a gun to my head and said accept it.
You want me to say no, Kelvin?
You want me to say no? They said it's selfish. This guy here.
Okay.
This guy here.
I'll tell you one team that's not selfish.
Who that?
That's the Los Angeles Dodgers.
No, they are big selfish. They don't want nobody to have nothing.
I mean,
if I can't have so-and-so, you can't. My gosh.
I got to say this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like, Clayton Kershaw's contract came off the books,
mm-hmm.
so they have money to spend, okay, if you look at it. But they go out and sign Kyle Tucker, and they give him $60 million a year.
More than Soto now.
Okay, and think about this. He's a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even the issue. No one's running out to buy Kyle Tucker jerseys. He doesn't sell any tickets. It's incredible. Like, seriously, no one's going, I'm going to get Dodger tickets now. No, I'm sorry, but people already have Dodger tickets. There are no more Dodger tickets to buy. And I'm not, I understand, like, what they're doing. What people can't look at or have an issue with, which could change baseball in some way, is their payroll is now $450 million. And there's talk that, what is the apron, Rob G, 119 that they got to pay the luxury tax?
Yeah, it's like total for something.
Their luxury tax is through the roof. So, you know, a lot of fans around MLB America are sick. You know, they used to call the Yankees the evil empire with George Steinbrenner back in the day when he was getting all the players. The Dodgers have leapfrogged that. I mean, they really have over the last 3 years with the signings and the money and the deferments and all that. And then one of my friend Flodge, used to be my producer in Detroit, he hit me up. He's the biggest Tiger fan.
Mm-hmm.
He said, they got Kyle Tucker. If they take Tarek Skubal, I'm done with MLB. because he was like, are they coming for now? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if
that's
they
not
would have get
crazy.
Tarek Skubal, people would freak. What just?
Well, that would be the
Don't you
the
think?
one because you mentioned Kyle Tucker is a good baseball player who you have to know.
Right.
Skubal's kind of like, even if you don't super baseball person, you know of him, and if nothing else,
back-to-back Cy Young.
and
winner.
if nothing else, you know how important having a pitcher of that caliber is.
At the
you
top
just
of your
saw
rotation.
it. You got Ohtani, who wasn't even pitching, then turned into a really good pitcher. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, a very good pitcher. Thank you. Hand me some tissue. It's because of you. And then you mess around and got Blake Snell.
Right.
So if they, to your point, would have messed around and get Skubal, it's like, all right, what are we doing then?
Right.
You know,
No, that would push
his
people
Skeens
over.
next. You know what I mean? You'd feel like that.
And then they got Skeens and
That's just no. Listen, even I would be like, all right, that's.
But you know what?
Be fair.
One of the guys who works in the supermarket near my house, he's the biggest Dodger fan.
Mm-hmm.
And even him today, I saw him, said, is this you cool, whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, he said, I did think to myself, maybe this is just a little bit too much. Like, he goes, I like the team we had. I know it was a struggle, but it was great to win. And don't forget, the Dodgers were 2 outs away from it being $1 billion.
That was where I
bust.
was going to go with it.
Like,
it doesn't guarantee
I'm not,
anything.
It doesn't, because if Miguel Rojas doesn't hit that home run, right?
Yeah, and
they probably don't
he's
win.
not
and I know,
Freddie Freeman. You
right,
know what I mean? Where you
and
expect it.
he's a ninth hitter,
Exactly.
3-2 count. What if he gets under that ball and pops it up, and then Ohtani's up with a chance to tie it, right? But he could have made out as well. He wasn't having a great World Series.
Right.
So they were that close. That's how close. And you remember, got off to that Beatles start, 8-0, all that, and then they scuffled a lot of the season.
Sure.
Mookie scuffled, Freddie scuffled. They didn't hit that well. So there was a lot of up and down. And even with the payroll and all that, I'm still not like sitting here saying they're going to win the World Series, no doubt about it. Baseball doesn't work like that.
You beat me to it. It does not work like that in baseball. And the reason why I think people didn't go full committal to the evil empire is because the Dodgers hadn't won one since 1988 up until 2020. And what did people? It was a shortened season, so it almost doesn't count. So that's why they got one in 2020. And until they won it, 2 seasons now ago, people were kind of like, yeah, but that's cool. They signed so-and-so, but. Yeah, they signed so-and-so, but because it didn't amount to actually winning. Now, they had been to a couple World Series and still lost.
Right, they just
but
lost.
It didn't account to anything.
Winning is totally different from just getting there.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
So they finally get there and they win the year they get Ohtani, but you go, all right, well, that's, this got Ohtani. Okay, maybe it's just fluky. Then they get Blake Snell and they win. And now it's like, all right, this is
Tyler
getting
Glass now.
Tyler Glass now as well. It's getting now. I can see why people are like, this is getting carried away. And by the way, this is why it leads to concern. And we talked about it at some point during the MLB season.
Right.
You're leading to that possible CBA, that lockout, MLB lockout, because it ends December 1st of this year.
Right, after the season in World Series, right.
But a lot of people, we already started to hear the whispers and conversations and almost brawls with Harper and Manfred over this kind of stuff.
Right. And here's what I'm going to say when you talk about, because the whole idea is they want a floor, how much you have to spend, and a ceiling, okay? The problem I have with the floor is what we have in the NBA, where guys who aren't that great are making a ton of money because you have to spend the money. So some backup forward is making 13 or 15 million and doesn't even play. Go look at the because I got
to spend $100 million.
I have to spend $100 million. I have to give it to somebody. And so you wind up paying people who really aren't that good, and that's what I don't like about the idea of a floor. Because it doesn't mean that I'm still going to go after and go get the big dogs. It just means the guys on my team, now I have to pay them more.
But the theory, and we talked about this when we were having this conversation, but the theory is that since you have to spend this money, well, dang it, I might as well try to put out a competitive team, right? Because I have to spend it. Well, let's go try to be smart about it. Well, I'm going to give him 10, him 5, him 20, and you're trying to put together a real roster versus, hey, don't tell nobody. But we making money every year. And you know this, Rob. You've been covering this.
The Miami Marlins make money.
That's what people fans don't want to hear. Not everybody looks at this as I'm going crazy, Steve Ballmer pulling my hair out by any means trying to win, or some other teams and Jerry Jones and all that. Some dudes look at this as a flat-out investment. We come in, we make 12, 15% every year.
No,
that's a win.
I get that.
And that 12, 15, $15, that's $40 million, $50 million.
But everybody's not going to win, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't try. Like, you got to be realistic, okay? Like even when the Angels held on to Ohtani instead of trading him when they had a chance to get something for him. Remember that?
Well, of course.
Like they had won 5 or 6 in a row, and they were like, well, we're still in it.
See, we got a shot.
You're not in it, and you just blew it because you could have got something for Ohtani at that time. So that was bad. So I'm not like the sky is falling because they signed Kyle Tucker, and they added an outfielder. They needed one. They had the money because Kershaw retired. It's not like they got – I think if you got Skubal and Kyle Tucker, I think we'd have a totally different conversation.
Look how crazy that is, though. You just said, hey, you might have to get the first or second best pitcher in all baseball. Then we have – dude, their team is insane.
No, it is. But it ain't a guarantee. Teams with the highest payroll – the Mets had the higher payroll last year.
Didn't even make the postseason.
Didn't even make the playoffs.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
It ain't automatic.
But I think this will be the final year. They mess around and win it again. Now they go from it's LA, it's cool, I'm not really hating them.
But now you're gonna have the owners are gonna be the one fighting.
Well, it slowly happened when Hal Steinbrenner.
Owners.
When you ask Hal Steinbrenner of the Yankees, who have spent more money than anybody over the last 50 years, talking about, we can't compete with this. This is too much. I don't know why they're doing this. It's not fair. When you got that guy saying it, that lets me know other owners are having conversations for sure. All right, great conversation, speaking of, right there. We got Play of the Day on the way, plus Shekel City per usual. And we got some great football this weekend. Somebody might be the weakest link to an otherwise really good team. We'll tell you who that is. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports.
Big news of the day, and to me, there were only two options for Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
To get fired or step down. They lose. You said that they wouldn't win. You called it right. Do you hear that? It's on tape.
I don't even know who you
I just
are
said
right
you called it right.
See,
you
and I
got
can't
it
even
right.
record it with my phone. I don't have my phone next to me.
You don't need your phone. You
Elijah, get this for me.
You got it right. Okay, so you called it.
Yeah.
They didn't win, and there was no choice, really. Because
why do you say that?
Because 19 years is a long time, and I just think you need to change the voice. That's all. It's not that he can't coach or he can't go somewhere else. I'm serious. 19 years as a football coach is a very, very long, especially you get that in college where guys stick around forever, but 19 years as a head coach in the NFL is an eternity, seriously. And it had just gotten stale there. They haven't won a playoff game. They've lost 7 straight now. They just had a lot. They can't get over that hump, and it was time. So I wasn't surprised when I heard the news because they don't fire anybody. So I'm not shocked. Am I right? They don't fire anybody. Everybody was left on their own or stepped down. It's a family-owned business. It ain't a corporation. It's not cold. It's warm and fuzzy in Pittsburgh. That's why they've had 3 coaches in 60 years.
Yep.
That's just how they operate, and I get it. But they knew it was time. You knew it was time. We even had that conversation not too long ago. That was up on social. If you go back and look at one of our shows, we talk about it. And I said, other than winning the Super Bowl, I would be ready to move off, even if he won a playoff game. I said that because it's too long. So I'm not surprised. Where are you?
No, not surprised. And honestly, when you and I, this is what we do. We're the Odd Couple, so we have subjects and conversations and topics that we beef on or disagree on, and a handful of them will carry all around until the final thing happens. I say the Lions are making the playoffs. You say they're not. We got to obviously wait till it happens. I said in the offseason, I didn't like them waiting on Aaron Rodgers. We have to wait to see. And waiting on that. And the reason why I didn't like it was I didn't like Mike Tomlin pairing himself with that in the organization. And it wasn't that Aaron Rodgers was bad. It's like asking LeBron to do stuff he can't do now. LeBron ain't playing the best defense in the world. Well, he's 41 years old. He's not going to be the best defender. And asking Aaron Rodgers to save a franchise, to me, was unrealistic. And that's what they were looking for. They wanted to turn some things around, win playoff games, and be competitive again in that regard. And I just never saw how that was going to be feasible with this team, the way they're comprised. They're not offensively
But they did
inclined.
win the division. I think you're being a little bit but your expectation, just be honest.
Yes.
Was that they weren't going to win the division. They weren't going to win 10 games. You didn't believe in any of that. Could you say that?
Yes. No,
Did you think?
But here's
That's all I'm saying.
I'm really going to answer it.
Okay.
I always kept saying they would be the exact same. That's verbatim what I was saying.
But they weren't the same.
They were 10-7. They were 10-7 last year.
What was Aaron Rodgers' record with them? He didn't play every game.
I know the Pittsburgh Steelers were 10. Russell Wilson didn't play every game.
He didn't play every game. No. And the other one is they lost their last 5 to start to end the season.
But I'm saying
it wasn't the same season.
Rob, that wasn't the point. The point wasn't, well, let's just win a few at the end. No, the point was win in the postseason. And they looked horrible in the postseason, and they have for years now with him.
They
6
went
games in a row, Rob.
They went to Detroit.
From the Fox.
They went to Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm just trying.
Rob, this is the postseason.
No. But I'm just trying to say you can't. When you say that, they went to Detroit in a must-have game.
I don't care. I genuinely don't. Their goal was to win a game in the postseason, which is bad to me that you're so desperate just to win one.
It's not.
Don't you want to make
anything?
Look at the Patriots.
I wanted to keep this on Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
I want to keep it on Mike Tomlin.
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
he chose to pair himself. They made it a bromance, right? They're all in. And to me, I'm saying, don't you see that you all are offensively deficient? You guys don't run a good offense. This is prior to Aaron Rodgers. It was last. They're struggling offensively. That's what they haven't been for years. They struggled at the position. And I think Mike Tomlin, there's no way, I don't care what job you get, that you get 19 guaranteed years. That's impressive. That's remarkable. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. And it's okay to move on.
When you think of Mike Tomlin, what do you think of? I'm just curious.
I think of,
what do you think?
A leader of men. Like if you're just saying, what's the word association? Mike Tomlin, I'm going to go leader of men. That's the first thing I think of. He's a leader of men. Men buy into him, the system,
so
the
you don't
culture.
think of him as a great coach, right?
Well, yeah,
no,
leader of men.
No. Like one thing. You just got to give me one.
Leader of men.
Okay.
This was you in high school looking 35?
I was in the roller skating rink.
Hey, Hot
dog in my mouth, skating around.
Hey, yo! That was the chance to say a slice of pizza because you were in New York.
We eat hot dogs in New York, too. Are you kidding? I had a glizzy
or just
in my
say
mouth.
I was eating a hot dog. That's all you had to say.
All right.
Jeez. I'll be trying to save you from Alex's drops. He's got a whole file of just Rob's drops. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Funky Flashback Friday.
Does that thing work over there? Maybe that thing doesn't work.
Yeah, man. I feel like you gave us 2 or 3 wild ones yesterday, too.
It's working over here, okay?
It is now time for your Tire Rack Play of the Day.
Now AB running the floor, and he threw it down on 4 Grizzlies. Anthony Black, an international incident. It's 109-107. Holy smokes.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That dunk was crazy. If you know that play, if you're not, go check it out. He dunked on the entire Grizzly squad. Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. He's gonna hang that poster up till he dies. And maybe he had a hot dog in his mouth. I don't know. That was Magic Radio right there for your Tire Rack Play of the Day, brought to you by Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires. For how? For what? For where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection.
Alex, you're a sick puppy.
Yeah, with convenient. Do you not hear it before it comes out the road? Mamma mia. With convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Now, to be fair to you, Rob, it has gotten ridiculous. Not just with our crew. period. On the internets, anywhere, you can't say anything now.
You can't say anything.
It's a pause. It's a hold up. It's a hey yo. It's a you
hey
can't say
yo.
That. So I am with you that nowadays you're paranoid to even open. See, I was about to say that.
Right, don't say
it. Paranoid to what?
You know what? Shekel City.
All right.
Welcome to Shekel City.
We all
home
need to
base for
mature.
Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
How'd you do?
Did
I do that?
Pass me a tissue.
Oh man, you went 3-0, then 0-3 the next day. Dang. Wait, one of them was outrageous. That what? Trying to remember which one, because one of them was a big spread.
No, it was I actually won that one. That was 2 days ago. All right.
Okay.
That was 12.5. That was with the
that's
Clippers.
what it was.
That was
Yeah.
I actually won that last night. 0-3.
Yeah, it happens.
20-15 on the season. 2 more games coming up tonight in the NBA, in the association.
Who you got?
I got Houston minus 4.5. They're hosting the T-Wolves in Houston.
4.5. Okay.
Yeah, 4.5. And I got
It's a good game.
the Siberia Kings.
Boy. Plus what?
Minus 7.5.
Minus. Okay, let me guess. Don't even.
What did they
It's
do?
either the Wizards.
Wizards. There you
Okay,
go.
yeah. Because
The
I'm like,
Wizards.
that's bad playing bad.
And in Siberia. So
Yeah.
all right. So there you go. Kings minus 7.5, and the Rockets minus 4.5. And remember, Kelvin,
What's that?
I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
All right. There you have it. Shekel City there. All right, Rob. You done? Big one.
Damn do.
That's still
Thank you,
funny.
DC.
Shout out to DC. That's still hilarious there. We got Texans and Patriots. We saw, obviously, the Texans all season long defensively have been great. You and I were
That's not the issue.
we were on the air that day of that game.
What did I say before that game happened?
CJ Stroud
is my concern.
Is the concern. And he didn't look, I had a rough game. He looked horrid. The man had 4 fumbles on 2 plays.
Right, but what he told a total of 5? Did he have 5?
Yeah, but
in
I mean,
that game?
remember the snaps,
Right.
fumbled the snap, then fumbled after the fumble snap, and did that like twice. It was just a bad game for him. And threw a terrible interception.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I mean,
it was a rough day at the office.
And I'm looking at it like, dude, do you not see the Steelers can't do anything? Your defense has been crazy. Just don't hurt us. You don't have to do anything else. Don't hurt us is what they have to be saying to him. Nobody's asking
And
you
now
to be
Nico
John Elway.
Collins is out.
Now that's a big blow. That's
Their top
a deep
receiver.
threat against a Patriots team, which defense is stout. Obviously, Mike Vrabel being over there. They're, to me, maybe the AFC version. Rob G, what you think of like the Rams? Meaning like maybe the most complete team, can run the ball. Drake May, obviously an MVP candidate. They got some weapons on the outside, Stephon Diggs and so on. But can that defense survive even a mid or subpar game from Stroud at all?
I don't know. I really don't, because you're asking the defense to do a lot. Do they have to pitch a shutout? You know what I mean? He just has to not make the turnovers. You know, like just relax, play fine. You might you got 1 turnover. You can live with that because nobody's perfect. Right. But you can't have all those turnovers and give teams those opportunities and ask the defense to keep doing it. Because you do it in your own zone, you put them in a bad spot.
Dude, that interception in the red zone was terrible.
Right.
You run, you go get 5 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3 from the 3, whatever it would have been. Like he has to just relax. And if you're D'Amico Ryan, that's all weekend long, rubbing his shoulders, talking to him, patting his shoulder pads. Hey man, this team is built to go. We can run a little bit. We got some weapons. Obviously Nico Collins out, but we got a great defense. Don't worry about it. Like, we don't need you to be Superman. Make some plays when they're there, but don't worry. We can rely on us defensively as well. But that's going to be a good one, man, because the Patriots have been very stout all season long. But everybody's saying they didn't play anybody. They haven't played great teams, so this will be a good matchup this weekend. One of them, a few.
We are Fox Sports.
Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
On tonight's NBA scoreboard at Indiana, the Pacers with a record of 9-32 are leading late second quarter, 66-53 against New Orleans, which is 10-33. Philadelphia headed home 43-41 over Cleveland mid-second quarter for the Cavs. Darius Garland out with a foot injury. The Brooklyn Nets have lost 5 in a row. They're up 18-15 on the Bulls early. That's late first quarter. Kawhi Leonard not playing for the Clippers tonight, out with an ankle injury. Clips down 20-12 at Toronto. Toronto late first quarter. Anthony Edwards will be out again tonight for the Timberwolves with a foot injury. They play in an hour and a half at Houston. The late game, Washington at Sacramento. The Kings' Domantas Sabonis due to return after a November knee injury. Houston Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is out officially for this weekend with a concussion. The Mets agreed to a 3-year deal with shortstop Bo Bichette from the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2 on this. What's today, Friday?
Funky Flashback Friday. Numero 2.
There you go. And be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. That's right. And just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Hit that subscribe button.
Hit it.
Give us the thumbs up.
Give him the thumbs up.
Hey, yo! Icon. Oh, my God.
Did I do that? At some point, we're going to grow up.
Did I do that? That's right. And let us know which one is more odd. We already know that. Yes, check us out on YouTube. And watch us live right now. You know, there's some kid in the car saying, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget, we'll be down with the King coming up.
That's all right. It makes you want to spit some
former
bars.
NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio, NFL analyst. We'll do that coming up in about 28 minutes. Rob G, we got Odd Mob comments. What are the geniuses out there saying? Are they ripping Kelvin?
A lot of people fighting in the comments about the Dodgers segment you guys did in hour one.
That was good. By the way, that was like that was a big. I was proud of our segment. That could have definitely been a lead.
And it sucks for the Dodgers that this happened on the Friday ahead of the division round of the playoffs. They could have got a lead of a top of an hour for that one.
I think they've had a lot.
Right. Yes.
Literally in the game.
They won enough.
Yeah, they won enough.
They're the Rob Parker of baseball.
But when baseball happens, stuff, you know to come to the Odd Couple because we've been talking about it all year. It's not like when people, I guess we got to talk about it and they're trying to figure it out. You know when something happens in baseball, we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
So some comments coming in. Here we go. Troll Q5U says,
there's got to be trolling in, right?
It's because the Dodgers are winning and have been consistently good for a long time. If they weren't, no one would care about how much money they spend.
It's true.
Captain Obvious.
The Mets.
Right, because of the Mets. The Mets spent a ton of money. They got Juan Soto, right, and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Yep. Carlos says, lockout coming 2027.
2020. Well, yeah, into 2027.
Yeah. He's probably right.
Yep.
Especially if they win this year. It's definitely coming. And then this is my favorite one. West Side for Life says, it's football season. F baseball for now. We'll get there soon enough.
What do you make? That's a big signing. Are you kidding? The guy's making $60 million a year.
We can't have one little segment of 3 hours.
My goodness gracious.
One little 8 minutes. We talked about it.
Well, speaking of segments, we got our man Preston Short. Stop over here. And Preston is a friend of the show. He always comes through. He always hooks us up with
shout out to
and
SB.
stuff. And all kinds of stuff.
SB in the place to be seen.
What you got
and
here,
I got
Preston?
what it take the right.
Talking to Mike, here's our buddy. And for people on YouTube, we figure we'll throw.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys follow Socially Acceptable as well as Express Yourself with SB Press.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
They got a great podcast going. They're doing great stuff, and he's always got something. Just by the way, a great young man too, man. Just always doing dope stuff. A good person too. Let me add that.
And I appreciate you guys as always. So
look at this,
what
man.
Is that?
From Shoe Pugs.
Shout out to Shoe
Pugs is a spot.
Shoe Pugs, man.
But I definitely got to say happy birthday and congratulations on another Hall of Fame inducted.
Give it up for his 26th in 5 years.
Preston, my man.
Appreciate you, man.
What we got
here?
here?
Shoe Pugs too. Let's see what you got.
Look at what we got. Look at Rob G shaking his head. Elijah, get him on camera. He hates.
Put the camera.
He said Rob's always winning. Go ahead, Rob G. What are you shaking your head?
Yeah.
Shake it. Go ahead.
I need you to take some L's, Rob, for once.
Oh.
Well, let me see. Ooh, okay. No.
Air Costa Nike.
You got to like Michigan now. You got to like Michigan, Rob. Look at them colors.
Look at these. I love these.
Rob, let me hear you say, go blue.
No, I'm not
Come
saying
on, Rob.
that.
Go blue.
Choke blue. Which ones are these?
These are the Air Costa Nike SB Air Max collab.
These are beautiful.
Man, what did you just say to me? That man just sounded like the sixth member of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Those are the Nike SB. Everybody.
My man Preston, thank you so much.
Shout out to Shoe Pug, man.
Yes, Shoe Pug. Thank you, buddy. We wanted to give you some love
Dude,
on the air. Thank you. What do you got there? Is that a nice shirt?
Listen, I hope, and I already.
It looks
first
like
of
it's
all,
smooth.
It is smooth, and the best part about it is it's always heavy duty. You know what I'm talking about because I already had a couple
Let me
from
see
them.
this.
Look at that. So
What size is that? Large?
Mind your
extra large?
business. Mind your business.
I like
size.
that. I need one
Be
like that.
kind and wear good shoes.
That's a nice stock there.
I try to be kind,
Thank
even to you.
Thank you.
Even
Appreciate
to you,
it.
I try to. Shout out to- thank you.
Preston Shorts.
Shout out to
my man.
SB Press in the building.
Yes.
Appreciate you as always.
All right.
man.
Hey, Rob G.
I'm gonna hold it over like a championship belt. Go ahead.
The guy we're going to be looking at this weekend, of course, is Josh Allen.
Well, we've been looking at him all season.
But here's the big moment because we keep talking about it in the AFC.
One shining moment.
There's the big dogs are gone.
Yes, sir. And
There's no Lamar. There's no
Patrick Mahomes.
Joe Burrow.
Look,
Joe Burrow.
I don't think it's overstating. I think you guys would agree that coming into the postseason a week ago today now, the biggest story was without a doubt, is Josh Allen going to break through finally? Is there anybody under more pressure right now than Josh Allen? For all the reasons you mentioned, Mahomes is gone. Lamar didn't make it. Burrow was an afterthought. The AFC race came down to Josh Allen, a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers, and a bunch of unproven cats.
Yep.
And the consensus seemed to be, if not now, then when, right? Josh Allen, even though he hasn't actually got to the Super Bowl, has been historically great in the playoffs, right? He averages 310 total yards per game in the postseason. That's the most by any quarterback in NFL playoff history. Last week, in a dominant win or performance by him over Jacksonville, on the road, 306 total yards, 3 total touchdowns.
And if it wasn't for the last minute, whatever, they would have lost that game. I mean, they needed him to score.
Yeah, he had to go full MVP Josh Allen to get that win. So much so that an anonymous executive told The Athletic that after that game, his first thought was, Superman is coming out. But here's the caveat, guys. He also added, but the Bills have too many injuries to overcome at this point.
Dude, they've lost. They already, let's just call it, keep it real. They weren't that great prior to injuries, right? They were good. Josh Allen's great. They didn't have the best receiving
Think
core.
about when the season started and they gave up a 40-piece in the opener against the Ravens. Remember that? That was to start the season in Buffalo.
And McDermott's supposed to be a defensive-minded coach. And, again, they're not horrible, but they're never great. You don't walk out and go, ooh, that Bills defense is about to shut it down. They had a few – maybe they had a couple of years in his tenure with them where you thought that, but it hasn't been the case the last couple. The receiving core was weak. Now you're talking about injuries, guys tearing up ACLs, 2 guys in the same game. Now they're decimated. They got to bring guys in the game who begin DNPs just because the coach don't want to play him because, Keon Coleman. So this team, to me, is the opposite of what we talked about last hour, Rob. You look at Sam Darnold. We talked about it earlier in the week. You look at C.J. Stroud. What do you say? Just don't hurt us. Just don't hurt us. This is the opposite. Josh is saying, just show up. Just help me. And he's trying to treat this like the 2007 Cavaliers, where LeBron was 22 and he dragged his Cav teams with Boobie Gibson starting.
I don't know about all that. They won 60 games during the regular year.
Right, because LeBron was that great.
Yeah.
And so that's with Josh Allen, who's that great. And Rob, my point is, I don't think you can do that in the NFL. You have to have a couple of the facets locked in. You don't have to have all 3. You can have a great special teams and a great defense and an offense that's solid.
So
that's the first couple of years with the
Maybe he
Patriots.
hurts the Bills, actually.
Josh?
Yeah, because you rely on him and you can't win that way. And
right.
what I'm saying is,
it's
like
glossing over the bad.
Exactly, and you're allowing him, and it's like, okay, yeah, he can do that, but ultimately you won't get where you need to go because you're too reliant on him doing this stuff where if you could get somebody else and he doesn't have to score 3 touchdowns every week, you can win. And I think that's an issue, and you might wind up looking up one day and saying, Josh Allen, oh, yeah, he was a great player. Never got there. Like never got there.
And to me, I think looking at, he's the best player left. If I'm not, unless I mean, Matthew Stafford maybe raises his hand and say, well, don't forget me, but I think Josh Allen's the best player left. But he's also the guy that's so great, none of us talk about. You talk about, man, the Rams, the Seahawks are the favorites. No, I don't even think they should win. I think the Rams are better than them in their own conference.
I think people look at that team with the they're banged up. You know, like if they win and get to the Super Bowl, it's going to be a miracle.
But we even prior to these last couple of injuries, we weren't really talking about them. And I think that at some point Josh has to be like, hey, y'all, I'm literally giving it all. Like blood, sweat, tears, and everything. What do we need to do to make it to the Super Bowl? Because we said it. The three-fourths of the four horsemen aren't here. We thought this would be a shoo-in. Now we went from a shoo-in for Josh Allen to get to the Super Bowl to we'd be shocked if he was actually to get to the Super Bowl because Patriots are a more complete team. That Broncos defense he's about to face, we've been talking about all season long how
they
great
got a
they
Super Bowl defense.
What do the Texans have? A what?
Super Bowl defense.
And so it's going to be – he struggles against the Texans. So it's just one of those things where I know he has to be like, finally it's my year, and our team is decimated with injuries. We're not that great anyway. We don't have a roster full of talent. James Cook is good, but he never cooks when you need him to.
He's cooked.
Yeah, he might be cooked, and they might be cooked if they don't find a way. So somebody else on that team is going to have to make some plays for him. Somebody else on that team, another facet, special teams, defense, is going to have to say, you know what? We owe him one. Let's go allow him to be solid to average, and we can still win a game.
Yeah, the only problem is that it's too late in the season to really like try to focus on somebody else. Like I just think they're so reliant on him for him to change it up. And then they'll be like, well, why weren't you running? Why didn't you? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think they would be ready for that. I think he has to try to do whatever he can. And that's why teams, the anonymous GMs and people just don't think that there's enough there.
There's not. I just don't think it is. Like, you can't do that in football.
It's like even the 49ers. Okay, you've been escaping. You've been doing all this. And the thing that I think people don't always look at because they won the game and winning erases everything.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia was first and 10 at the 20-yard line, in that game. They were right there to win that game and go on. And the 49ers would have said, oh, they're banged up. They lost Kittle, right? You know what I mean? And you would have been able to just kind of – but they wound up winning the game. If they can do that against Seattle on the road –
But that wouldn't be – I would be less shocked the 49ers beat Seattle.
Oh, I
than the Bills, not necessarily just this singular game coming up, but like if you told me the Bills made it to the Super Bowl. They don't have to win it. I would be
they
more –
They could beat New England.
That's a possibility.
Yeah,
but them
I'm
getting
just saying, like –
what would be more shocking, the 49ers getting there?
49ers. I
feel the opposite for me.
I just think there's so many
just because
injuries.
they have the history of – they've been doing this now for 4, 5, 6 years. Who's up? All right, who's out? Who's up? What quarterback? Mac Jones? Who? Mac Jones. Like they've have a system where they've been able to do that.
Rob G, where are you on these two?
Yo, I think y'all are crazy.
Okay.
I think you guys are crazy. Because when you get to postseason football, it really comes down to what aspect of my team can I trust? And as good as the Texans defense is overall, as ferocious as the Broncos pass rush is, there is not a single unit that I trust more in the postseason than Josh Allen by himself. Because his resume.
They got to one AFC championship game?
He balls out every time he plays. Not the fault that they lose.
But I'm just saying,
he balls out. That's not the question.
No, so what I'm saying is, okay, Denver and Houston, because it seems like nobody is really buying into the Patriots because they didn't play a good.
The Giants beat
season,
more teams over 500 than they did last year.
So they don't seem to be getting the kind of discourse that you would expect with the team with the MVP caliber guy, right? They're kind of almost an afterthought. It's like, hey, Denver's the 1 seed, that defense, most sacks in like 50 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then you got the Texans defense, which has just been gnarly all season. Living in an LA, Kelvin knows this. There was not a single.
Where do I live? Nebraska?
No, you know.
I got some years on you.
You're over there.
I got about 5 years on you.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I do.
You've been here 15 years?
Been here 2011.
Yeah, all right.
I seen him say Bompton one time. It made me uncomfortable.
Hey, don't be. Hey, you supposed to. Hey, well, you ain't got to say what's understood. You know what I'm saying?
But I think we can all agree that there was a 3 to 5 year span where it was unquestioned that Aaron Donald was the best player in football. Mm-hmm. No matter who was out there, every team, every roster out there, Aaron Donald is the best player. He can wreck a game, right? How many times did we go into a playoff game with the Rams and say, man, I can't believe they lost that game. Aaron Donald had one sack. He had one tackle and one half. Like, he didn't feel the impact. Because Josh Allen is the quarterback, he's going to have an impact on the game every single time.
Yeah, but
that doesn't always apply to a great defense or a pass rusher or whatever.
But it also, even with what you're talking about, they haven't, to me, won enough. And there are those games where, despite him playing like Superman, they still don't win. Even as great as he plays. And I hear what you're saying with Aaron Donald, and you're right. I've seen that, and you're right, where he was could be a non-factor.
Well, the Super Bowl, I saw them win. Did you see who made those last couple of games?
No, he did.
Aaron Donald was throwing.
It's not
Joe
that he
Burrow.
didn't do it, but there have been enough games where you say, "Hey, Micah Parsons didn't do anything in that game. How is that possible?"
But
Myles Garrett had one sack in his game.
But that's part of the course for that quarterback
position. Because it's a quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers would probably say, "Hey, I've had some games where I should have won and I didn't. Should have made it to a Super Bowl run."
Dude,
John Elway made it to the Super Bowl a few times. Like, what more do you want from me? I mean, so this happens. Lamar Jackson has had a couple of games where he said the same thing. So to me, I just think I would rather ride with a all-time or at least a top tier defense. We've seen that win Super Bowls before with the Ravens, with the Bucks, with the Ravens again. Like, we've seen that happen.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Can Josh Allen drag the depleted Bills roster to a Super Bowl? We want to hear from you. We'll continue this conversation next, right here on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Stick and stay, I'm afraid, with that smirk on your mouth to say.
In the US of A.
Well, look, I look at it like this. One of the things the Giants need is somebody to come in and especially after Dabo, set a culture, set a path. This is where we're going. This is what we're about to do. And this is how we're going to do it. That is what Tomlin, those types of guys are the best at. Dan Campbell, certain guys are good at that. Getting the mission. Hey, everybody focus. All eyes in. We're going on this way and getting the kind of the camaraderie going. Now, you need folks around them to say, yeah, we're going to do that, but this is going to be an offensive scheme. This is going to be a defensive scheme. This is how we're going to do it. And if you are him, you're looking at this Giants team, you're saying a couple of things. All right, what am I walking into? I'm walking into a quarterback that has some talent, but I need to get his attention. And I think he's the type of guy that can get some buy-in so that we're not having Jackson Dart say, did you not watch my high school tape, my college tape? This is who I am. It's football. I'm going to keep playing. No. John Harbaugh's the type of guy who can talk to him and say, look, man, you have a long career ahead of you. You're needed. You want it. This is what we can do. This is how we can benefit. And you remind me a lot of a guy like Lamar. Now, he ain't Lamar, but you get what I'm saying of your ability to pass, ability to run, ability to get the crowd into this. I bought into Lamar. Everyone else is telling me he's just an athlete. Use him as a slash. Use him as a receiver. Return kicks and return punts. I said, no. This guy's a quarterback, and we're going to build around him. And we can do the same thing to you. And you can get some buy-in with that. You got Malik Neighbors coming back, one of the better receivers. You got Scatterboo, who's having a really good season before he ripped his ankle off.
He might be a one-and-done kind of guy.
It's possible. But I'm not even disagreeing. That's possible. But I'm saying in my mind, if I'm John Harbaugh, I've got this coming back. I got Abdul Carter, one of the better young defensive players, and a couple other defensive studs on that side of the ball as well. And I just think you look at it and you say, I can get this team to start buying in, start going somewhere and going in the right direction, where in a couple of years, you're very competitive. In a division in which the Eagles are still the Eagles, we don't expect them to be terrible next year at all, but Commanders, we don't know what that's going to be like. We don't know what the Cowboys are going to be like as well. So you got a chance to be, in a couple of years, maybe after next year, once you get stable, make some noise in your own division. So to me, it makes sense for them to get that guy, to get them and start buying in and building something. And if you're him, you got weapons. I don't know if the other teams that are available have more weapons than what the Giants will have by the start of next season.
I totally disagree. If I'm a team looking for a coach, I'm running the other way if John Harbaugh's coming. I understand that you're going to kick the tires or whatever, but if you can't win with the talent he had in Baltimore, with a 2-time MVP quarterback, with Derrick Henry, a running back who's headed to the Hall of Fame, and some of those defensive players that they've had, that you can't win with that squad? Like, they didn't do it for 2 years and they didn't win. Okay. No, they had like 6 years and weren't able to get it done. I'm afraid of John Harbaugh because he had all this talent and wasn't able to get there. And before Lamar got there, they were a bad football team losing. Like, Lamar saved him. So now you're looking at it and going, well, they win a lot. Yeah, because Lamar's on your team. He wins 72% of his games.
You know how I feel about Lamar.
Right, like, he does. And I'm just afraid of John Harbaugh because I don't know what he does. You just said it. He's the CEO. He doesn't call plays. He's not on defense. He was a special teams guy who got a Super Bowl out of it, right? Mm-hmm. And has been able to stick around for a long time because Lamar came around and saved the day and saved his career, but he couldn't get that team to execute. And here's the other thing that would just make me run from – I would not hire John Harbaugh if I was ownership, or front office or executive or whatever. The 18 blown double-digit leads in the fourth quarter, oh, God. That's an oh, God, because that is on the coach, because they can close out games that they should have. And I told you, when they scored 40 points on the road in Buffalo to start the season, and you lose that game, dude, beginning of the end, and it never came around. You know, they won a couple games, but I just never. And that's why, even though that was my Super Bowl pick, what did I say against the Steelers? I didn't pick them.
Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a funky Flashback Friday.
I was in high school with this going on. What year is this, 1982? 1978?
That's a 3-year difference. We went from freshman to senior year?
No, freshman year when I started in 78, graduated 82.
Elijah,
what year was that?
Elijah, put his picture back up, please, on YouTube so that SB Preston here with us and all of the YouTubians can see that you did not. I'm not confirming you were ever in high school.
I was in high school.
You were 42 in high school. How many times you get held back?
I didn't get held back.
No, because if you're lucky, Elijah can't find this picture. Have you seen this picture of him?
What year is this? What year is the song? 70 what?
Let me check.
While you're looking, YouTube, please look at this picture of him.
I was 17 years old.
Yeah, you were at some point, but not in that picture.
I was 17. Look at me, strapping young man.
Easily, you were
Strapping.
33.
78.
What'd I say? I said
no. He was saying you were 78 years old.
No, you were 78. The song came out.
Yeah, the song came out in 81.
All right. 877-99 on Fox.
That's right.
Talking about Josh Allen. Is he going to be able to be Superman and do it all and get them to the Super Bowl?
It was just too much to ask of him. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, Harold in Chicago. And you know what? Harold's Chicken in Chicago is a favorite.
I got some last
But all they
DJ.
got right now is snow in Chicago. What's up, Harold? You on the Odd
What
Couple?
up, guys?
How
y'all doing?
Doing good.
Let me know when y'all want me to send y'all some chicken.
Hey, by the way,
chicken when I call.
Yo,
I'm
FedEx
dead
me.
serious.
No, FedEx me. Not. You know what's better? I like the combo. I get the chicken and the fish. The catfish.
really?
Yeah, that's the sleeper right there. You got to do
Yeah,
that.
we need to get some
Gotta
of that.
put the mouths off. Gotta get the mouths off.
Yeah, I don't know what they take like a
Because we
barbecue
were
and a hot
lucky
sauce.
when we were there for the NABJ, National Association of Black Journalists Convention. It was across from our hotel.
It was right around the block.
Right,
Yep.
right? Like,
man.
And that place was filled with black journalists.
Yeah, I was in there.
Oh, yeah. Y'all were eating good.
I got
Y'all were
me
eating
some.
good that day.
What you got for us, Harold?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't see how the Bills can win it. Like, the surrounding team, it just isn't that good. I can't name a single person on the offense that's worth noting outside of James Cook when he has a good game.
Right.
And the defense has a pretty solid pass defense. I think they're top 7 in pass defense, but the run defense isn't that good. The special teams isn't that good. It almost reminds me of if they win the 96 Rockets. Hakeem and a bunch, or
95.
98?
94,
95 Rockets,
94,
sorry.
95.
Yeah.
Right.
Hakeem and a bunch of, who's that you won't remember in 5 years?
Clyde
except maybe
Drexler.
James Cook.
Clyde Drexler, roll around his car right now. You just said
He
that.
just crashed,
Clyde
actually.
Drexler
The team that didn't have Clyde, I think
there
one
you
of them
go.
didn't have Clyde. I can't remember.
It was
Well,
94.
Harold,
Yeah, I
thank
think
you,
94
buddy.
might have had
Appreciate you.
Clyde.
Thank you.
Clyde sitting somewhere minding his business. Dagner choked on his dinner. Like, wait, I'm a scrub?
Paul in North Kakalaki. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Paul?
Hey, good evening, fellas. Good to be on with you guys again. I was on a couple nights ago talking about Del Curry.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
That's
yeah.
right.
He was
Yep.
breaking it down for you, talking be okay with the jerseys.
That's it. Hey, guys, listen, in full disclosure, Buffalo's my hometown. I'm a diehard Bills fan. I'm 45 years old, and I've got gray hair, and it's all their fault.
Yes, I believe it, Paul. I believe it.
And listen, I as a Bills fan, I can't say I expect this team to win it. I've got too much evidence against me to say that this. But it's such a lazy approach saying that Josh Allen has to do this by himself. I understand there are tons of questions on the receiving core.
Yep.
Those are valid. Tons of cores on the running defense. Those are valid. Because we have one of the best offensive lines in the game. We have, the last caller said, top 7 pass defense, number 1 in the NFL pass defense. Yes, there's definitely warts. He alluded to the weakness of the special teams. When we had the bad special teams a couple of weeks ago, that was our third-string kicker. And
usually a special team gaffe will cost you a game in the playoffs, right?
That's why I was so petrified when we had Michael Badger. And listen, Josh Allen, as long as he's playing, he has to be the best player on the field. But that's what you do from your superstars. And I'm so tired of this. No Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, who am I forgetting?
Lamar Jackson.
And Lamar.
But wait, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me ask you a question.
Wait a second. You know why they're home? Because Josh Allen went 3-0 against them in the regular season. So, yes, he doesn't have to beat them in the playoffs, but he beat Kansas City, he beat Baltimore, and he beat Cincinnati in the regular
But you're
season.
proving our point that we're saying this is why you have to get it done because those guys aren't there.
Yeah,
and
that was it.
Yeah, and I think it's also unfair to act like no. Josh Allen does have to be great. We've seen him be great and still lose. So the idea that he can't be great and they can still win. Show me when that's happened.
All right, let's squeeze one more in real quick before we get to Sean King. Dion is that Texas? Yeah, Dion in Texas.
Don't start that again.
You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dion?
Hey, what's up, guys? Loving the show. Look, man, Josh Allen, I trust him more than I trust Bo Nix, Drake May, and what's my man down in Houston. So he is the best remaining quarterback left in the AFC. So I trust him. It's all about the coaching and what else the team can bring with him because Denver does have a stout defense. But I would say there is a scenario to where I do believe that potentially all 4 road teams can win playoff games this weekend.
That ain't
so that's
happening.
crazy.
That
ain't happening. I know it's not happening.
It ain't.
But I would love for it to
Like
happen.
the chances of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously.
Insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Would be
and
insane.
Rob, lastly, Kelvin, I think that was a great comparison where you said LeBron, like he drove that 07 team. to that championship, just drug those guys. I think that's what kind of guy we got in Josh Allen. And by the way, that team only won 50 games, not 60, Rob. That Cavalier team only won 50. So
no. But those teams during those years, it was a couple of them. They were winning a lot of games during the regular season. Maybe not that year.
Not that because they
but
he
around
wasn't
that,
quite there yet.
But around
those
that,
next few years,
they won 60. Algoskis and those guys, and what was the other guard?
Don't try to make it like with some guys over there.
Boobie Gibson and the other one. Who was this two guard who made the All-Star team? Come on.
I know who it is, but my
Tell
point
me.
is you can't think of him. That's my point. I know who you're talking about, Mo Williams.
Mo Williams, no doubt.
You ain't said nobody brought up Mo Williams in 26 years. You trying to act like those teams were loaded. Ilgauskas, Boobie Gibson.
They won 60 games during the regular season.
He won 60 games.
And then all of a sudden they don't have anybody.
He won 60 games.
That's terrible.
All right. On the other side, we have Sean King. We'll talk. We about to go to Steve. Don't have us start arguing about something else right now.
No, I ain't gonna do
Steve DeSager. What's trending?
Hello, Luka Doncic of the Lakers is out for Saturday's game with a groin injury. Utah's Lauri Markkanen out for Saturday due to illness. Cooper Flagg of the Mavs doubtful with a sprained ankle. The All-Star Game starters will be announced on Monday. Voting for the fans just ended this past Wednesday. In the NBA right now, Indiana 9-32. is hosting a New Orleans team that's 10-33. Indiana leads 82-76 mid-third quarter. Cleveland does not have guard Darius Garland out with a foot injury. At Philadelphia, Philly's ahead of the Cavs 66-58 early in the third quarter. Brooklyn has lost five in a row, but they're winning tonight at halftime, 57-40 over the Chicago Bulls at the break. Clippers have won 4 in a row, but they're down at Toronto, 51-45 late second quarter. Kawhi Leonard of the Clips out tonight with an ankle injury. In an hour, it's Minnesota at Houston. Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves out again with a foot injury. The late game at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Washington, losers of 4 straight, playing at Sacramento. For the Kings, Domantas Sabonis could be returning tonight. He practiced fully yesterday. He's been out since mid-November with a knee injury. There's college basketball on Fox TV right now. At Kansas, the Jayhawks lead Baylor mid-first half, 27-19, and only a minute and a half to go in the college game on FS1. Providence, 1-5 in the Big East, is leading Creighton 83-78. Among the 5 NHL games, Tampa Bay has won 11 in a row in a scoreless first period at St. Louis. Detroit tied 2-2 with San Jose late in the second. The New York Mets agreed to a 3-year deal with shortstop Bo Bichette from the Blue Jays. He'll reportedly play third base for the Mets, a position he's never played in the majors or the minors. Bichette last season for Toronto hit .311. The Phillies are re-signing catcher JT Realmuto to a 3-year contract. The Twins agreed to a 2-year deal with catcher Victor Caratini. Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is officially out this weekend with a concussion. Houston's at New England Sunday. Patriots defensive back Christian Gonzalez was cleared to play after a concussion. The Bears will be hosting the Rams in cold weather on Sunday. It's Bears wide receiver Rome Odunze listed as questionable for the game with a foot injury. For the Rams, backup quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo questionable with a bad back, but LA guard Kevin Dotson returns after an ankle injury. Duke quarterback Darian Mensah decided to enter the transfer portal. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky Flashback Friday.
And I'm feeling good.
That's right. You are feeling good. You sound a little better, too. I think you're warming up.
I'm feeling good because I got these birthday sneakers. Whenever I get a nice gift that I really, really like, I appreciate it. I'm really excited.
Wait, so not just a gift in general, it just has to be that you really,
no,
really like?
Of course. No,
I just want to thank everybody for this.
Just for acknowledging me and getting me gifts.
All right.
And by the way, go to Sean. And next time you get him some blue and some maize and blue.
All right.
Make him say "Go Blue" before he wears it.
I said blow blue.
Blow
all right.
Blue. And by the way, with the iHeartRadio app, you can stream us. I tried to move on, Alex. Wherever you happen to be, you can catch all of us and your Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. Be sure to check out the Fox Sports Radio. Select us as your preset right there, so we'll pop up at the top. All right, Sean King, let's be down with the King, as we always are on Fridays. Former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst, Real Sean King on X. What up, bro?
What's going on? I got a couple things I got to get off my chest right quick.
Go ahead.
Just for Rob to simmer and on a little bit. If baseball does not get a mandatory floor, for team expenditures as it relates to player salaries, it'll be the most extinct professional sports league ever. And if what
did you see
I'm
the numbers?
hearing,
Did you see the numbers last year? Did you see the attendance numbers, the TV numbers? Go ahead. What's your other one? Go ahead. I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
If what I'm hearing is accurate regarding what is on the table for Darian Mensah, what a time to be alive. Lord Jesus, Lord
For
Jesus,
who?
Lord Jesus.
Mensah?
Yes. Oh, man.
What are you hearing?
What I'm about to say? What the streets?
I'm hearing Mensah's compensation is his sister's coming from, I think she's in Oregon, on a full ride between the buyout from Duke and what he's getting at Miami potentially is upwards of $10 million. It comes with a luxurious penthouse condo. Like, they're going to do 30 for 30 on this era of NIL, and people aren't going to believe it 10 years from now.
I believe it. Good for them. You know why? They were
NFL light
they were making no money for a long time. They were robbing these kids.
I couldn't even get a tattoo without getting in trouble.
Exactly.
Trying to go get a pizza and I'm in trouble.
Terrell Pryor got suspended in the NFL for getting a tattoo in college.
Crazy.
In college.
Crazy. For signing my own name, by the way.
He wasn't even in the NFL, and they suspended him. Come on.
Think about Reggie Bush getting his Heisman took. Now we got guys entering the NBA draft, going play in Europe, being able to come back to college.
Yeah, but they should be able to. You know why? Because the kids in college are professional. They get paid.
Well, somebody got
What's
to
the difference?
call it at this point.
Right, Sean? What's the difference? All right, let's get to the NFL. What's going on? What game intrigued you the most this coming weekend? Who do you got? Give me your most intriguing game.
Buffalo-Denver. Buffalo-Denver's the most intriguing. Because
and who you
what
got?
makes Denver great, I've got Buffalo, but I want to say contextually, what makes Denver great is Bo Nix plays on the edge. What makes Denver susceptible to losing is Bo Nix plays on the edge. So let's see which side of the edge he ends up on. I think that's going to be a fantastic game.
Well, we had a conversation, just Josh Allen. Can he make it to the Super Bowl with having to put the cape on his back? And we had a caller who's a Buffalo Bills fan, and he was like, you guys keep saying that's not true. No, he has to be great. I can't think of a game where he wasn't great in the playoff.
He could play
and he
mid,
won.
and they're going to win.
Yeah,
right?
I don't name that game for me. I could be wrong.
I mean, if there's ever a pathway that's, not just littered with landmines everywhere, this is it for him, right? I mean, Buffalo's never had a complete team.
Right.
They've had offenses where the guys are more recognizable, but they've never been like this juggernaut. They've kind of been a good team that has an all-time great quarterback. And he really is the only, all-time great quarterback that has the playmaking ability that he has. Like, Stafford's first ballot Hall of Famer, but he's going to beat you from the pocket. All the rest of these guys are kind of unproven.
Hold on.
It's got to be some pressure on Josh Allen and
He's
McDermott
a Stafford
to get this
fanboy.
thing
Go ahead.
this year.
Hold on, I'm a Detroit Lion fan, and
Sean,
first ballot was hold on. I was like, hold on now,
Sean. Like the rewriting of Matthew Stafford's career, and I'm just gonna say this because if they don't win, ain't no way he's gonna be no first ballot Hall of Famer. When most of his stats came when the Lions were down 21-0 for 10 years of his career. He's got a lot of padded stats. That's why the other day when they won. What was trending when they beat the last game of the year?
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. What was trending for first ballot Hall of Fame was Stat Padford because everybody knew that he was playing a bad team and putting up numbers. So you're telling me that guy's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and the guy who went to a Super Bowl twice, beat Tom Brady twice, won 2 MVPs twice, and he didn't get into the Hall of Fame, and Stafford's going to be a first ballot? You have no idea. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
First of all, I'm
no
assuming you're talking about Eli Manning.
Yes.
Are you talking about Eli Manning?
Yes.
Stafford's better than Eli Manning.
No,
and I know they have
he's clearly better than him. I don't disagree with that.
I know they haven't announced it yet, but he will be the 2025 MVP, right? That's right. Yeah.
No, I don't know that. I don't know that.
We'll hear about it soon. What's taking them so long with these awards if they've already voted on them? Can they just go ahead and release them already?
That I do agree with that.
How many All-Pros does Matthew Stafford have? Really?
2.
Oh, listen, I came in a good mood. I didn't.
No, but you came up with that nonsense. All right. Give me. All right, let's go to other games. Come on. Whenever you start that, I watched this career. You're just watching. You're glazing his career. I actually watched it. I covered every game. I was there. Every stadium, every game. I was there. I watched it. I looked at Stafford is different from me because I saw his very first game and his whole career. I'm telling you.
Hey, Kev.
Yeah.
Kev, Rob's going to write a book one day. It's going to be called A Scoring Journalist.
No, I'm not scoring.
Stafford's going to have a whole 2 chapters.
Well, I don't know if he can get 2 because it's going to be Tom Brady getting a whole bunch, Bill Belichick. Who else getting some? Tom Izzo getting some.
Hey, I'll give him the business.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Rob Marinelli, he's for sure getting some.
All right, what else we got? What is the other game that I wanted to find out?
I guess we got to see, they've tried to make such a big deal about Ben Johnson's handshake after the game. And
neither one of us had a big deal.
Right. I keep trying to tell people
that.
that's Bears-Packers.
Yes.
That supersedes the NFL.
Thought it was great.
That goes back to AFL days. So I want to see can the Rams go to inclement weather.
That's what I was going to ask.
Have you seen the weather in Chicago? Have you seen it?
Well, it's going to be worse than the weather in L.A. So
No. I mean,
it's a snowstorm.
It's crazy. I got a video from it. Hey, but answer that real quick. We're up against it. You played the quarterback position. What is that like playing in those types of conditions?
It's not that bad. Minus 11 at kickoff versus Brett Favre and the Packers I played in. I mean, you get used to it. You get accustomed to it. It's harder on the pass catchers than it is on the pass thrower.
Okay, I can see that.
By the way, the unsung hero in Chicago is Dennis Allen's halftime adjustments. That Bears defense has been lights out in the second half of all these games.
Yeah, because that's the only way you can actually give the quarterback a chance
getting the ball back
to come back, right? To come back in those games.
Yep.
All right. Hey,
enjoy the weekend.
Hey,
fellas.
I still like
No
you,
doubt.
Sean. I don't
Appreciate
care
you.
what you say. All right, buddy.
No doubt. All right, we got the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's going to be coming up, the announcement. We have a Hall of Fame voter sitting to my right.
And it's a controversial ballot. I want you to know
It wouldn't be
that.
without you on it. It's The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. To the Eagles. I was tired of this team that you couldn't make sense of all year. Jalen Hurts isn't passing all the time. Well, maybe that's because Saquon Barkley's going crazy and doing historic things. And nope, that's not the case. They're not passing the ball. They're not running the ball. A.J. Brown's complaining every time every time they lose. Then they throw the ball. You and I sat up here talking about it. 100 and some receptions, 2 touchdowns, and they lose. So it's all season long. They're getting into it. They hate each other. No, we're fine. No, we're not. It makes no sense. I don't even know how they were that good. So credit them for being this good throughout the season and winning some close games. For instance, even out here, how they beat the Rams, blocking some field goals. They just didn't look good as a team routinely. And there was always something off. And there was no identifying factor. Nick Sirianni, you look at this team, you don't know his hands are like what he's good at, what they do well. And
they get to the Super Bowl is what they do
them.
well.
No, I credit them.
Like that's the thing that I just can't get with. People can dismantle them and try to tear it all down, and that they don't know what they're doing or what. They got to the Super Bowl twice.
They did.
And Jalen Hurts, you could say whatever you want. Jalen Hurts outplayed Patrick Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls. Go look at the numbers.
Why, folks? Why are you bringing that up?
No, because
we're talking about against the 49ers.
No, because people are trying to dismantle and discredit what they've done. You know how many teams would die to have been to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years?
Boy, I tell you
That's
what.
all I'm saying.
I ain't trying to hear that. I'm talking about this season where they looked awful so many games, including games they won, and you couldn't
still
make
were the
sense
number
of what
3
they were.
seed, weren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
And they got beat by, as you mentioned, Brock Purdy, who you never want to put some respect on his name, by a triage. They called my phone and asked me that I want to go play wide receiver.
You weren't even saying this when they had 1st and 10 at the 20. I'm just be honest.
Okay.
1st and 10 at the 20 with a minute and a half to go. They looked like they were right in position to win. Now, they didn't get it done, and then you could pile on. But they were right there. They weren't bowled over. They couldn't.
But
they just couldn't make those plays, those throws. And A.J. Brown was a big baby and cried all year.
There's a whole bunch on that.
There were a couple missed drops by him.
No. Say it with your chest.
Right.
You cannot complain all season long.
And then the ball
every
comes
other
to you.
game, you got something to say. You got the book out. You complain about this. You're going on live Twitch talking smack. You're doing this. You're getting into it with your quarterback, getting into it with your coach. I'm not going to say this. And then key moments in a game to save your season and try to go back-to-back champions, you drop
I didn't have them going back
passes.
to the Super Bowl, but I get what you're saying. Right?
Critical passes, Rob. Boom, right there. Jalen Hurts might not be the return of Joe Montana, but he put that right there where you want it.
You got to make that
and
catch.
You got to make that catch. And he dropped it. We got Houshmandzadeh coming up a little bit later. I know he'll have something to say about that. But to me, this whole season, I just didn't like it. I didn't know. Again, they didn't run the ball. They got Saquon Barkley coming off. Could have been the all-time leading rusher. Chose not to, but a historic season. It's not as if they gave up on that because they were passing all the time.
But I don't think that they have, like, let's be honest, last year when they won the Super Bowl, and I told you that I expected them to beat the Chiefs. They had the best offensive and defensive line.
Oh, they were grown men. No, they were grown men.
They didn't have that anymore. Like, I'm dead serious.
But they did. They did at times. Not
what they had their Super Bowl season.
You know what they were like?
We
didn't get to see the full season of this team I'm about to reference because their star, Lamar, in and out. They were very, very much like the Ravens, where every game something wouldn't be off. Like, oh, we can't pass the ball, we can't do anything, Jalen Hurts looked bad. Or the next game, Jalen Hurts balling out, A.J. Brown's got 100-something yards, but the defense is letting up, or they can't rush it. Saquon's running around with 40 yards, and they just or they don't close out a game well, or they by the hair on the chin, they win this one. They were just a weird team. It kind of reminded me of the Ravens, where you're like, okay, I put up 40 points and you lose. Or the defense is balling, but
40
Lamar's
points
off.
on the road.
Right.
I mean,
and your defense playing great now the last few weeks, but now Lamar's off a little bit. And now this is going great. Did you forget you got Derrick Henry back there? Okay, Derrick Henry's going crazy, but he fumbled. Like, it was always something, and the Eagles were like that. To their credit, they won a handful more of those closer games, and hence why they got the record they got.
Right.
But I just think this wouldn't have made sense for me, Rob, had they made it all the way to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl again. Not saying they had to win it, but just I'd have been like, dude, they weren't a good team. Everywhere you walk away, every week you walked away like, who's mad at who? Who's arguing? Is Sirianni mad at this player? Is this player mad at him?
I've seen teams like that. I mean, and I don't want to go too far back, but the Yankees won back-to-back World Series. They fought all the time. The manager, Reggie Jackson.
Billy Martin.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes that kind of chaos when you have the players. Now, when you're not making the same plays, and you're right, Saquon wasn't the same runner, and a lot of different things.
Did he decline, or is it just like, what changed for them? King, I spent my entire break, the three of us, talking about Matthew Stafford. Is he a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame? First ballot, second ballot. We were going on and on talking about
That's
that.
lame.
I'm waiting on the juice man. Don't get quiet over there. It's the odd couple, Rob and Kelvin on a funky flashback Friday. Yo! Hopefully your week has been great. Thank you for rocking with us all week. And by the way, now that two teams are left standing, be sure to check out the updated leaderboard for the FoxSportsRadio.com College Football Playoff Bracket Challenge. There are 8 listeners in the bracket. Shout out to them. And with the perfect bracket at that, they're heading into the championship game. So one lucky listener is going to win $1,000 for the best bracket. And the leading hosts are Kerry Rhodes, Andy Furman, who've each made only one incorrect pick. So shout out to those fellas as well. Visit FoxSportsRadio.com to check out the leaderboard. All right. We were talking some baseball earlier, last hour. Our Baseball Hall of Fame resident voter is you, Rob Parker. So tell us, we got the announcements Monday, right? Is it Sunday or Monday?
No. Rob G, is it Monday or Tuesday, the 20th?
Might be Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I thought because of the holiday. I think it's Tuesday
Oh, yeah.
the 20th.
I had a dream that one day.
Yes.
So, all right, what did you?
And I want the odd mob to chime in because we're not having callers on this. And I want you guys to chime in on YouTube if you can, just your thoughts. But I have my ballot.
Okay.
And I'm going to reveal it. We revealed it today on the podcast. So if you listen to the podcast, you could get, my full-blown theory on why I voted the way I voted.
Oh, something controversial coming. I already know. What you done did now? What you done did now?
I did not put in a protest ballot because people are going to think it's a protest ballot.
Okay.
Because I didn't vote for anybody.
What you mean?
Wow.
Let me go pull this ballot up right now.
I got a blank.
Let me go pull this
I got a blank. Yeah, you can't find it.
Rob,
Here
you
it
need a
is.
pen?
No.
I got a pen if you need to fill it in.
Is that what happened? You ran out of time? You had to just submit it?
It's blank, and I did not see anybody on here who's Hall of Fame worthy. And then let me give you some names because people are saying, what about Andrew Jones?
Yeah.
No, sir. What
I
about
get that.
Ryan Braun? No, sir.
No, I get
what
that,
about
too.
Carlos Beltran, who last year got 70%, I think, and he didn't need 75. I didn't vote for him last year, so of course I didn't vote for him this year. Of course, there's Andy Pettit, Manny Ramirez, A-Rod, Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, Omar Vizquel, David Wright, King Felix. Nobody. And I blame this because Scott Rowland got in a couple years ago, and he was mid.
We talked about that.
And he shouldn't have got in, so everybody thinks that they should get into the Hall of Fame. And it's not the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Very Good. You should be the absolute best and rank up there with the all-time greats. And one of the I look at numbers and stuff, but my whole premise is if me and you have to debate, Kelvin, about a player, you're not a Hall of Famer. When I say to you, Hank Aaron, do you have a debate for me?
No.
And they go like, well, there's different degrees of Hall of Fame. No, there's not. You should be the best of the best. If you have some magic numbers, 500 home runs, 3,000 hits, 300 wins. Now a big stat for pitchers is 3,000 strikeouts because so few guys have done it. And almost everybody who has done it is in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
So that's another magic number for me.
This magic moment. Let me ask you this.
Who are you
Are
looking
you
at?
never going to forgive? And Barry Bonds, I don't even know if he's
No,
ever tested.
I voted for Barry Bonds
Okay.
every time. I voted
He's
for
on the
Roger
list?
Clemens every time.
Because of their prior to the
No.
Okay.
They were never suspended by baseball. Okay, here's why I can't vote for A-Rod.
Because that's where I was going.
And Manny.
A-Rod
Once
and Manny.
Once they put the rules on the books that you couldn't use the juice. Because prior to that, they didn't test for the juice. So I can't, if they're not testing for something, how can I blame you, right?
That's fair. That is
Once
fair.
they put it on the books, Manny got busted like 3 times. A-Rod got
Twice.
busted, right? And then had to sit out for 200 games,
Yep.
if you remember, or whatever the number was. It was some crazy thing. That's why they don't get my vote.
Okay.
Andy Pettit was really good with the Yankees. Never won a Cy Young. He doesn't have anything other than he was
He was
really
just
good.
really
He was
good on a
very
really good team.
On a very good team. And I'm not
He
taking
can't get a Draymond Green Hall of Fame vote?
No.
Because you know Draymond's going in because of that. I was really good on a really good team. I was one of the good players.
That's why we don't respect the Basketball Hall of Fame either. I'm just saying. A lot of people get in.
Well, you better watch your back.
Vince
that new
Carter,
media listening to you.
all these guys.
Hey, Vince Carter jumping somewhere through the roof right now. Why? He got to catch a stray.
I'm just saying. Who else? Tracy McGrady never got out of the first round. He's in the Basketball
He's
Hall of
one
Fame.
of the hard ones because we know how talented he was.
But he didn't do anything.
You know what I mean?
Like
there was a 5-year period, 3 to 4 year period where we're like Tracy or Kobe, and that was not that. That was a valid argument. So
is this controversial? No, that I didn't vote for anybody. What do you think?
Here's the thing: they have some really, really, really good guys. Carlos Beltran being the leader of the camp, but I'm not mad at Andrew Jones. Heck of a player, 2-way player too, out there in that outfield. But I'll aside from Alex Rodriguez, as far as the talent, I can't yell at you.
That's a lot of mid.
It's a lot, or like really good, but not great.
All right, Mom, we want to hear from you.
We'll read some of those when we come back. See y'all couple.
We are Fox Sports.
Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Houston Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is officially out this weekend with a concussion. Houston's at New England Sunday. Patriots defensive back Christian Gonzalez was cleared to play after a concussion. The Rams will have guard Kevin Dotson back in the lineup after an ankle injury. Rams at Chicago Sunday. The Bills activated wide receiver Curtis Samuel off injured reserve. Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold said he's feeling better and he'll play Saturday night after an oblique injury. The New York Giants are reportedly finalizing a 5-year contract with with head coach John Harbaugh. Duke quarterback Darian Mensah decided to enter the transfer portal. In the NBA's 2 late games, Minnesota at Houston in a half an hour. Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves out again with a foot injury. In an hour at Sacramento hosting Washington. Indiana still leads New Orleans 112-102 with 7 minutes to go. 25 points, though, for the Pelicans' Zion Williamson so far. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Oh, man.
It is hour number 3.
Get that off your chest. Turn the with my.
Okay. I didn't know this, Rob. I'm going to have to apologize.
Shows, yeah, cause I got that big.
Here on the Odd Couple on a funky flashback Friday, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And if you missed any of today's show, you'll want to watch the podcast if Rob G can stop twerking and get it put together. Just search Odd Couple.
The best part is, what if Elijah was recording all that?
I know. Where you get your podcast. That's
Hey,
right.
yo!
Right after
Rob
the
G,
show,
swear he a
today's
Chippendale.
podcast will be posted. Be sure to follow the podcast. Rate it at least 5 stars. And you can even provide a review. Again, just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. And you'll find today's full show and a best of version right after you get off the show. Rob G, you got any Odd Mob? Don't forget Lamar Mitchell's coming up in about 28 minutes. Anybody have a problem with me having a blank ballot or not? I'm just curious.
You got people that are arguing with one other person, like going back and forth trying to make the case here. But
Who they got?
Undecided says King Felix should be in the Hall of Fame. Pitched the perfect game, won a Cy Young. Wasn't his fault he didn't get any run support with the Mariners.
Okay.
And that's
King,
fair.
Yeah, King Felix was good. Very good.
He was.
He just won the Hall of Fame.
And this is my favorite one. Let me read this here. Z-Main says, by Rob's logic, that means Eli should be in the Hall of Very Good.
No, he's not.
He beat me to that. I was going to say, maybe your football standards are different than your baseball standards.
Eli beat the 18-0 Patriots. He won 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
We have other stuff to talk about.
2, not 1. He didn't luck into 1.
We'll argue about it.
He won 2.
Last one, Easy 3894 says Andrew Jones should be in the Hall of Fame. Great defense, great hitter.
That's what I said. Those are the 2.
All right, Rob G,
I'm
not even going to look. I want you to look up Andrew Jones' lifetime batting average.
I think I might already have it up, actually.
He said great hitter. Look up his lifetime batting average.
I have it up already. You ready?
Yeah.
254.
There you go. And I knew that. That's a 254 is a Hall of Famer?
Well, in the 2020, hey, I'll tell you, the 2020s is about to be.
Yeah, I'll tell you that for real.
In the 2020s, it's going to be some. You're going to be voting at 88 years old.
No,
it's going to be some.
He batted 236, but his WAR and his VORP was incredible.
Strikeouts, don't nobody care about them.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry about how many strikeouts he had.
Trying to pay a 254 like you're some Hall of Fame. You should be next to Hank Aaron or Willie Mays. Can we stop?
What you going to rob? Then you know what? You about to have the most blanketest.
That's fine. And guess what? Guess what? That was then. Aaron Judge batted 331 this past year.
And Aaron Judge is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's
331.
Like the next guy I'm voting in is Clayton Kershaw. I'll tell you that right now. I looked at the ballot. Next 6 years, not voting anybody.
That's the only one.
He's gonna 5 years from now. You know what I mean? When he gets on the ballot.
But I'm saying, like between now and then, you're not gonna get a lot of no doubt slam dunk.
We don't know. We don't know. I don't know who's next. You know what I mean? You have to wait out 5 years, so I don't know who's coming. This year, I just didn't see anybody who was really, and I didn't vote for Beltran.
Yeah.
So once
he's the only one that.
Once I don't vote for you, I never vote for you because your stats don't change. And once I vote for you, I always vote for you.
Is there? So I know you got the never there. Is there a casual, whether we're doing this or a barbershop conversation, maybe one point of view you didn't think of? I mean, if somebody says,
by the time I do by the time I do it, I've given it a thought. You know what I mean?
Like, I wonder if there's like a narrative, like a consider this per his peers, that can make you go,
even as simple as this is what changes it. Well, we let Chase Utley in.
No.
So
I'm not
this
in that
guy's
camp.
numbers were much better than his, so we got to get him in.
I'm not in that camp because most of the people, Rob G, that people question and say, well, Harold Baines is in the Hall of Fame, right?
Right. It's like, how is Gary Sheffield not in the Hall of Fame?
Exactly. So you look at that. The problem is the writers didn't vote Harold Baines in. He came in through the back door of the Veterans Committee. So from the writer's standpoint, I look at myself as the writers. So there are people in the Hall of Fame who you question, and most of them, except Scott Rowland, is one that the writers put in that I highly question. But most of the questionable Hall of Famers came in through the back door after the writers didn't vote them in. They got voted in by the Veterans Committee or their, they renamed it. But that's made up of former executives, of general managers, of managers, right? And maybe 2 or 3 writers, but not the writers. So that's it.
All right, I'm going to throw out some names real quick because now we're having fun. We're here now. 2 Rob G's in our point. I'm just going to throw out some people, kind of this era, who eventually will obviously be retired and then eventually be in the league. You tell me, like,
go ahead.
Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, Freddie Freeman.
Okay.
I mean, without even, I think he'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Mookie?
he'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mookie's won 4 World Series.
Okay.
How many's won? Is it 4 now?
Yes.
With the Red Sox?
3 with the Dodgers.
Yeah,
4.
And one with the Red Sox.
2018 with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he won an MVP.
Scherzer.
Yes, let's say
Verlander.
Yep.
Kershaw.
Yep.
Watch this one, Raji. Ohtani.
No. Not yet. Not yet. He's only played 8 years.
Racist.
Not what?
Racist.
That's got to be racist.
Not yet.
Boy, if that boy stopped playing baseball tomorrow,
he ain't in the Hall of Fame. If he stopped tomorrow, 8 years, not enough. I'm telling you.
What?
He don't even have a lifetime 300 batting average.
Why does he have to have that?
I'm just asking you, does he? He does not.
I know, without looking, I mean, he might be like 288.
He don't have a lifetime 300 batting
Rob
average.
G, if Shohei said, I want to just be with my family, he ain't getting
50-50. Multiple MVP. Not good enough?
multiple World Series
He's
titles.
only played 8 years.
Come
That's
on.
not
Well,
long enough.
What's the minimum year that I got to play?
No,
After 8 years,
more
I
than
was
that.
insane.
More than that.
If for 8 years I was insane, why do I got to play more?
Hank Aaron played 24 years.
I didn't ask you how many years he played.
He played
Why
24
do I
years
have
of
to play more?
consistency. 8-year career is not good enough.
Okay, let me follow this up. Aaron Judge retired today.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, right. No, you know we're going to see your vote, right?
How many years? But he's got how many years? He's
Not
got
a
like
single
10?
person believes that.
He's got 10 years.
I think almost.
Ken Rosenthal, HRU. Give me a copy of Rob's ballot, please. I want to
Please
see
give me his
if
copy.
we got him in or
I
not.
guarantee you won't post that ballot.
I will.
Talk about no.
I'm not. No, I make my ballot very.
You would not if Joe. You know, I've done enough. I've tried my best. I'm tired. I want to go home. Aaron Judge's first ballot.
I
for
might
you.
not. And you know what? No.
I know he's not eligible till 32, but let's vote him in now. He's already
Man,
doing
if
good.
you don't
I
stop
might not even be eligible to vote by that time.
Wait,
because
there's
it's
a limit or something?
No, it's 5 years after he retires, so I might be retired. And depending on where I am in my career, my baseball writer's card, you get a card. But if you don't go to enough ball games and stuff
Right.
after
That
you,
makes sense. That's
you
fair.
don't get a vote anymore. They take away writers who are not active, who might
and
have
that's
what's
fair.
called. They
That's
take
fair.
their cards, their votes away.
I like
so
that.
you don't. It's not automatic that Aaron Judge got 7, 8 more years, right? I retire in 5, and then it's 5 more years before he's on the ballot.
You ain't retiring in 5.
Whatever.
Nobody believes you.
All right. Let's get to the Chicago Bears. Rob G. Coaches and executives and Caleb Williams. There were a lot of people who doubted this guy. Am I right?
Yep. They're calling this the Odd Couple Bowl 2. That's what I heard on the streets. Caleb Williams and the Bears, Matthew Stafford and the Rams. For some reason, the battle lines have been drawn. They think that Kelvin is a Stafford guy. Rob is a Caleb guy, so obviously they're going head-to-head. Now,
then who won the last bowl? Oh, that was me, right?
No, I did. Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
I
Ravens,
won.
Steelers? Yeah, I was thinking it was
I
Texans,
won.
Steelers. Yeah, you got that one.
So,
well, dang it. All right, I'll roll with this one. Shout out to the Odd Mob. I'm with it. Let's do it.
Caleb Williams on the season has rallied the Bears to 7 wins after trailing in the final 2 minutes of regulation.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Most by any team since 1970. This season, here's more context.
They're
They're 3-3
for being down.
3-3 when trailing by 10 or more points in the final 5 minutes of a game. For context, the rest of the NFL 3-151.
Yeah, I
That's
saw that.
crazy.
The cardiac Bears
that's a crazy stat.
is a real thing, right? Only problem is the Athletics surveyed 11 anonymous executive and coaches around the NFL to get their thoughts for this game. Bears, Rams. 9 of them picked the Rams rather easily. They think they're just a much better team, and the magic is going to wear off this weekend. Do you agree, Rob?
I disagree. And they didn't see the forecast in Chicago either.
That has me shooketh more than anything.
I'm telling Rob G, have you seen the pictures?
Man.
Not a pretty picture of Chicago in January. It is bad. I think it's easy to just automatically pick the Rams and think that they're going to win.
But why, though?
Because they already won a championship.
Bears had the better record.
No, they already won a championship, and so you just believe that they always have an advantage. The Bears are ahead of schedule.
I agree with.
Nobody believed that when Ben Johnson took over. Week 2, Rob G, they gave up 52 points to the Lions and got their asses kicked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You go back to remembering that going, it's going to be a long season. The Bears aren't ready. They're terrible. To where they are. So I'm saying it's logical to take the proven commodity, the thing that you already have seen won, right? Even though they're different players and different things, but McVay's still there.
They're loaded.
Stafford's
On
there
paper, they're
and all
loaded.
that. They got Devontae Adams. There's no reason to think that they can't win. But they were 10.5-point favorites against the Panthers. There was a struggle to win that game. It wasn't.
That was a disrespectful spread, though. I said that in real time, which I'm like, whoa, that's a little crazy.
Did you take the? What'd you take?
I picked the Panthers. I
Plus
texted
the 10.5.
Yeah, because
I said that they would win the Rams. Remember, I said, but the Panthers will cover 10.5.
That's crazy from a team that beat you already
and they're home,
have been
right.
playing quality football. The Panthers
agree.
were. It's not like they're a horrible team. That was perplexing. There are horrible teams that don't get that kind of spread. Not a playoff team. I was like,
that was really bad.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on,
but I think this will be a different game in that they won't have to come from behind. Like there comes this point where you've done that. Every game doesn't have to be that way. And I think that this could be that game where they get it going. Ben Johnson's not going for fourth down all the time and playing Madden.
I don't know. Coaches have lost their mind. Not just him.
Because they put him in a bad spot. They could have taken a field goal early. Like this stuff.
What's a field goal?
I know.
Nobody kicks those anymore.
But you get my point. Like you got now. This is a chance to get to the NFC Championship game, and that's why, with the Lions and that, is what made Dan Gamble so bad, because they had a chance to go to Super Bowl. They really, really did.
You want me to jump over this table?
But
it's
you
like
know what I'm saying.
You keep bringing that up. Well, I was watching it in real time. All my
And
friends
you
are
knew
living
it.
in denial.
Oh, they were.
They
were buying tickets on Spirit.
David Russell, I'm calling you out and your pops. No, it's cool. This is what we do. We go for it. I said, hey, why would we not take the 3 and still be up 3 scores?
3 scores.
No, that's what we do, man. We good. No. I was the only one screaming it. No, the game kept getting tighter. And I said, you know what you're doing by doing that? The reason, he should have caught that 4th and 2. No. He feels the pressure now.
Because you're not up 3 scores, right.
We got to have this. You feel the momentum of the 49. I kept telling you, I don't know what NFL teams are doing this now. I'm like, do you not see? Why not take the point? And I text you. We'll be in our group text. Like, why aren't teams taking the 3? It's the weirdest thing now. But so my only thing is a couple of things in this. And I said it as we talked about the Bears. And I said it just a moment ago jokingly, but I'm really asking, why you don't believe they will be, but why do we always have to be down? You know what I mean? And Caleb talked about the interview. He's like, kind of basically I finally get my mojo going late. That's when I operate my best. I'm kind of like, okay, I'm okay with you having first 3 quarters playing your best too.
But
we don't want to wait.
I'll give you an example, and you're very close to this example. Because the 2004 Pistons that won the championship used to do the same exact thing. And what was the famous quote from Chauncey Billups?
You talking about the switch?
Nope.
Which one?
If it ain't rough,
it
ain't right.
If it ain't rough, it ain't right. Yeah.
That was what because people used to say, why you always put yourself in these kind of situations? And they beat the Lakers, the Shaq Kobe Lakers.
Beat them down, too.
Okay? And Rob G always hates me.
Because that was a beat down. I looked up the stat. They had a game where you had Shaq and Kobe both only had 11 points. It
was unbelievable. No, it was one of the all-timers.
They beat them down.
But you get my point. And that was that team.
Can I tell you why it's different? At least in basketball, I have 7 cracks at it, potentially. Football,
No, but
a
they've
bad
been
half
winning, though.
and you can be
But
done.
they've
No,
been
I
winning.
know they're winning, and so
I'm just saying there are teams like that sometimes. You can't live like that all the time or for the rest of his career. But this might be the year, just like the Pacers.
I'm going to go to
and
the Giants.
Halliburton.
I'll stay in football. I'll give you, and we talk about this at work. I got a bunch of New York guys at the job at Spectrum, and I said where I'll give you this is in football. It's not like the NBA where 95% of the time the best team wins. We all kind of go, all right, that was the best team. In football, you get hot at the right moment. Couple of things break your way. Steelers have done that. Giants did it twice where you weren't the best team.
Green Bay was a 6 seed when Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl. 6 seed.
There are times where we just got hot, the right thing happened, the weather was tough, made it hard for the Rams, and it can happen. So, but if I'm Ben Johnson, I'm saying I don't, against this team and that potent offense, I don't want us to get in that position you said, where we're down 14-17. We can do it again. I just don't want to.
So if they win this game and they come back, I'm just saying, what would that say to you?
Well, you have to tell me the level of a comeback. Meaning if we're down 4 and they come back, that's different than we were down, 21-3 at halftime.
No, you don't want to be down 21-3.
They're not coming back 21-3. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you sure?
Yes.
Because Seattle came back from down 16 points.
Sean McVay ain't doing that in the postseason
16
game.
points in the fourth quarter, not the second half. In the fourth quarter. So they've already hooked a choke game on the Rams.
That's why it ain't happening again. Sean McVay ain't losing in the postseason up 21-3. Not to a Bear team that's ahead of schedule. If this was 2015 Patriots or something, okay, Tom Brady done been there. This is what he do. This is what he does. Even a Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick, when he was in his bag, a couple of years ago, that wasn't crazy to imagine.
All right, 877.
All right, we got another Odd Couple Bowl.
99 on Fox, 877-996. Yeah, we can put wings on it. Yep.
Wings on it? Wings on it.
Yeah, Rob G. Another bet. Like some guys need to go to Gamblers Anonymous.
He doesn't learn.
I have killed it this football season, and he's still Rob G.
Speaking of that, what's worse is we got a guy who's on a crusade against prop bets and gambling and sports.
Whatever, be
who does a
quiet.
nightly segment called Shekel
Be
City,
quiet.
where it's his 3 best bets of the night.
Hey, but I ain't telling you who to bet on. Okay?
There's my disclaimer. All right, will Caleb Williams' Cinderella season come to a crashing halt this weekend? I say no, Rob G. I don't like the way you wrote that. We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is the Odd Couple on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington.
You wrote that, Rob G.
Right here on Fox Sports Radio. And where's my
teleprompter?
Teleprompter, Elijah. It was right here. It was working, Rob G. Next week after the holiday, we need the teleprompter in the world.
By the way, Rob G., the wife said you did a great job doing the tease, by the way. She's like, Rob T sounded good doing the tease. I was like, hey, don't be listening to my show.
That's right. Oh, she's listening.
Yeah, she was listening.
She's not mad at me? How many MFs did she call me?
By the way, somebody else is listening. Shout out to Joe Kwan. She's listening. Spectrum, one of our reporters, she was listening too.
Yeah.
She said she listened to me on radio. You sound so much better than that other guy.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to just read it.
Let me
verbatim. Let's see. All right, go to break.
You know what? Unbelievable. It is the Odd Couple. Stick and stay.
Because we all know what Rob Parker believes in the US of A.
When I saw his toss, I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love with Caleb.
That's funny.
I'm a believer.
That's the best part.
I wouldn't leave him if I tried. And if I'm the Green Bay Packers, I'm moving on. Because to me, it just seems as if it has been a disappointment. They remind me a lot of the Ravens. And they don't have the talent of the Ravens.
They got some talent.
No. But I'm just saying, like the Ravens are. I don't know if I've picked the Green Bay Packers to win the Super Bowl, except I got them going to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
And when you look at it now, when you start to look at these situations, you're up 21-3. They blew the game at the end of the year to Chicago, right? That was another game they have wrapped up. There's just been a lot of those things. And he hasn't done that well postseason-wise as well.
Don't worry about it. I got the rundown. I'll run it down for you.
So I'm definitely here. They need to make a decision on Matt LaFleur. And if I'm the Packers, that loss stings so much. And you have talent. You had the game. If you played it right, you didn't play it right in the second half. You just didn't. And this has happened way too often to feel good about going forward. And I get it. It's hard to find coaches. But sometimes, and I've talked to you about this before, sometimes you need to make a move to get to that next level, get to that next step. And I hate to always keep bringing it up. But
no, you better not say Tony Dungy.
No. But Tony Dungy is one of them.
You better not say Larry Brown.
Larry Brown is another one. And you get what I'm saying.
I do.
And I
You're
know
right
people
there on the cusp, but
people are afraid of the unknown. And I keep telling you, be afraid of the known more than the unknown. And that's where I'm at. Matt LaFleur should be fired by the Green Bay Packers.
So here's why that sentiment, if you're watching this, you could understand that. Let's go back through some of these things. 2019 loses in the NFC Championship to the 49ers. They were just outmatched. It was his first go at it. So, you kind of maybe cut him some slack. Rookie season, got to the postseason, we look good. Hey, we're going to be better next year. 2020, this was the bad one. Remember this one? Down by 8. Rob, this one makes none of the sense, Lee. Down by 8 points with just a little bit over 2 minutes left. They kick a field goal on 4th and goal from the 8-yard line instead of going for the touchdown. Instead of going for I'm all jokes aside, what's the rationale?
He thought they were going to get the ball back, which is ridiculous.
What is the rationale? If you don't get it, all right, cool. They're on the 8.
No. There's your best chance to score the touchdown that you need.
And they're on the 8-yard line. Get the ball back again, maybe midfield, and you got one more crack at it.
I agree.
So
it didn't make sense to kick it there because if you failed at the 8, maybe you make a turnover there or you do something right. But the idea that you do that is bad, and that was his coaching decision. That was a mistake.
100%. So that one, they thought they never got the ball back, by the way, and that cost them that game. They lose 31-26. We already know Brady goes on to win the Super Bowl. And then again the next year. Noticing a trend? Year after year, they lose 13-10 to the 49ers. And it's some special teams. They block a punt. They block a field goal.
They scored on a block
100%.
punt. And remember, the 49ers, who was the quarterback?
That was Garoppolo.
Garoppolo threw no touchdowns in that game. And they lost 13-10 at home.
Yep.
That was another.
So I could go on and on. They lose at the 2020 wildcard game versus the Giants 24-20. Again, same thing. The Giants were the 6th seed. They had a bunch of opportunities to ice the game, but again, conservative play calling, not feeling comfortable, not knowing what to do, when to do it. And so again, they just keep having these opportunities slip. And then we just saw the other weekend, Saturday. You're up 21-3 against a rival, against a first year with the quarterback, and this pairing with that quarterback and that coach. You got to win this. We got a touchdown, by the way. Christian Kirk from C.J. Stroud. Texans score here in second quarter. We'll give you more.
6-3.
6-3. But it just keeps happening with him. And I don't know if he's overthinking it, if he's trying to be too conservative, if he's trying to, doesn't believe in his team. You went from scoring all the time in the first half to punt in the second half. And even in the last, when you're up 3, they just terrible play calling. He consistently has done this, and this is absolutely why it is warranted to question, will he ever be that good? Because last point for me, Rob, you had Aaron Rodgers the first half of your tenure. Then you had a really good young quarterback in Jordan Love. I actually can't tell how good you are. You follow what I mean? Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky flashback Friday.
No juice.
I wasn't going to call you out, man. You did me
You have
dirty,
time.
dog. Well, you going to wait till it's time? I wanted to give you some shout-out on the air about the quality of it.
All right, I'll get it right now. Do a read.
All right, go get it. I'll do a read.
It's too late,
Be
Alex.
sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. Watch it because we're live right now. Shout out to Elijah, making us look good on there. And, yes, you can watch it, God forbid, when it's just Rob and I, not Monty.
I had an HRU for Elijah today.
Elijah!
What was it?
The Baseball Hall of Fame ballot. We want to put that up on social.
Elijah, just put my name on it, then I'll vote for somebody.
And put in parentheses in the caption.
If my name was on it, yes.
You vote.
He claims he wouldn't vote for Aaron Judge if he retired today.
I didn't
Stop it.
Don't put that on.
Stop it. All right, go check out YouTube again. Odd Couple FSR. That's all you got to do to search it. Odd Couple FSR. Search it, like, share, comment, the whole nine. Let's take some calls, Rob. 877-99 on Fox. Just a conversation about do you still believe the Bears can get it done? Do they have enough? Can the magic continue? What we got?
Chili Tim in Atlanta, who should be in Chicago. You should be, whatever you're going to say, you should be sitting out in the stands in Chicago. Chili Tim.
Yeah, no, I'm not built. I'm built for the tropics, baby. All the way, all
there
day.
you go. How are you, my man?
I'm good, guys. How you doing? Before I get to the football part, Rob, Gary Sheffield, and I know his last year on the ballot was last year, but he should be in the Hall of Fame. He was never
I voted for him. I voted for him all 10 years, so I want you to know I voted for McGuire all 10 years. I voted for
Barry
Sosa,
Bonds,
Barry Bonds, Clemens. The only ones I didn't vote for were the guys who got suspended from baseball. Manny Ramirez, A-Rod. I didn't vote for those guys.
I totally agree.
Yep.
When it comes to with the Bears, I think if the Bears do not create at least 2 takeaways, I think they lose this game because on the back end, that defense can be had. You can score points in them, especially on the back end. And so if they don't create at least 2 takeaways, they can't win this game.
I'm positive they'll have 2 interceptions from Stafford.
And,
I'm positive of that.
And then the third thing, everybody keeps talking about the weather real quick. Devontae Adams and Stafford played in the North for years, so they're used to playing in Chicago.
Played indoors.
He did play, yeah.
No, but he played in Green Bay twice a year in Chicago, right?
No, one time a year. One would be at
once
home.
a year. But he's played in it for years. I'm saying.
Hey, listen, Rob, what did we say earlier? Once you move out here to L.A.?
Right. I'm just saying.
My mom was here 30 days. She went back home today in Michigan. Well, you saw the video.
Tim, I'm going to tell you, right, once you leave that and you come out here, your body changes. Yep. I already know. I lived in Detroit for 20 years, and I ain't trying to move back there. I got a house out there and a barbershop.
It hit different. When you get out here and it's Christmas and you got on the T-shirt, chilly, you ain't chilly. Who next?
All right. Coach Russell, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, guys.
In Orlando. What's happening?
I'm cheating on Ben Maller. I usually talk to him at some point in time. So, cheating on my man Ben.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Who?
Ben Maller.
Yeah, that's my guy.
There we go.
But I just wanted to talk. I think all 4 road teams win.
Okay. I mean, what NFL have you watched? I mean, like 3 might.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe all 4 road teams are going to win. I'm just telling you, like, there'll be an upset or some play at the end. All 4 road teams winning in the playoffs. I just can't see it.
I think the Niners are the least likely, but I think.
But there's your one. That might be your one. I'm just saying, like, the idea that all 4 teams in the NFL going on the road is huge. You know what I mean? Having home field.
I agree, but I think it's set up by some defensive play and some quarterback play. I just think I think the Texans are the most likely to win.
I'm not mad at that.
And then I think I think it's a toss up between the Bills and
the Broncos.
The Bills Broncos game, and then
I could see 3 out of 4 the home team winning.
Well, I think
really?
I appreciate the call, by the way. I think this season is we've talked about it. That's why you believe it's been fun. Is that it's the most open I believe in the last handful of years. Where you can convince me.
You don't know what's happening.
No.
Like seriously, like we've been there the whole year. People thought, okay, Ravens, the last game against the Steelers, they're going to get into the playoffs, right? They're going to win that
Chiefs got
game.
hot for a minute. Can this be the season?
No.
Is this a bounce back for
the
Burrow?
Colts were 8-1.
It's just been crazy. Jaden Daniels is supposed to be, they get a bunch of injuries. Nobody thought
Lions.
the Broncos would go win. What is it, 11 straight the Broncos won? So it's been a wild, crazy season for sure. All right, there you have it. We got Lamar Mitchell on the other side of trending right now. Steve DeSager, what's good?
Let's start with the NFL as Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is officially out this weekend with a concussion. Houston's at New England on Sunday. Patriots defensive back Christian Gonzalez was cleared to play after a concussion. Bears wide receiver Roma Dunze with a foot injury, questionable for that game. LA Rams guard, that game against the Rams guard Kevin Dotson returns after an ankle injury. The Bills activated wide receiver Curtis Samuel off injured reserve. He just returned to practice this week. And defensive tackle Ed Oliver is also off IR. Quarterback Josh Allen of Buffalo will play Saturday despite foot, knee, and finger injuries. He practiced fully this week. Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold said he's feeling better and he'll play Saturday night after the oblique injury. 49ers linebacker Fred Warner is still out this weekend after the bad ankle injury in October. The New York Giants are reportedly finalizing a 5-year contract with head coach John Harbaugh. He was fired by the Ravens last week. Duke quarterback Darian Mensah decided to enter the transfer portal. In the NBA, Indiana at home beat New Orleans 127-119. Center Jay Huff of the Pacers 29 points. For the Pelicans, 27 in the loss for Zion Williamson. Cleveland guard Darius Garland out with a foot injury. The Cavs have come back to take the lead at Philadelphia with about 20 seconds left, 115-113, despite Philly's Joel Embiid having 33 points. 5.5 minutes to go at Brooklyn. The Nets have lost 5 in a row, but they're winning against Chicago 98-92. The Clippers' Kawhi Leonard out with an ankle injury tonight. At Toronto, Raptors lead the Clips 97-92 with about 7.5 minutes to go. Coming up in just a few minutes, Minnesota at Houston. Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves out again with a foot injury. Washington has lost 4 straight. It'll be at Sacramento at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Domantas Sabonis of the Kings due to return. He practiced fully yesterday. He's been out since mid-November with a knee injury. Update on the game from Philly. 7 seconds left. Philadelphia has tied Cleveland at 115. Utah's Lauri Markkanen is out for Saturday's game due to illness, and Cooper Flagg of the Mavs is doubtful with a sprained ankle. LA Laker Luka Doncic is out for Saturday's game with a groin injury. The All-Star Game starters will be announced on Monday. Voting just ended this past Wednesday. Luka Doncic had led the fan voting for next month's All-Star Game at last update. There is college basketball on Fox TV right now at Kansas. The Jayhawks lead Baylor 58-44, 13 minutes to go. On FS1, Providence defeated Creighton 93-88. Among the 5 NHL games, Carolina leads 7-1 over the Panthers with 6 minutes to go. At Detroit, the Red Wings have beaten the Sharks 4-2. The Mets agreed to a 3-year deal with shortstop Bo Bichette from the Blue Jays. The Phillies are re-signing catcher JT Realmuto to a 3-year contract. The Twins agreed to a 2-year deal with catcher Victor Caratini. Back to you.
Steve, have a great weekend. Appreciate you. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a funky Flashback Friday. And you know what we do. We'll get to Lamar Mitchell in just a second, but for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, it is the way tire buying should be. Lamar Mitchell joining us now. BetMGM Director Trading. We do it every Friday. Lamar, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Kelvin, Rob, what's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing great, brother. Ready to get to it.
Doing great, man. It's great to have, like, pigskin pick-off when you got a 20-game lead this late in the postseason. Wow. You know? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he didn't ask you all that.
I'm sorry
okay?
about
that. Wasn't what he asked you. Stay focused. We running out of time. Let's get to it, Rob.
All right. Sorry about that.
You up first. You want me to go first?
No, no. Let me go first. Here we go. You ready, Lamar?
Ready.
Okay, I'm ready too.
Don't sound like you are. Let me go first.
I got it right here, Lamar Mitchell. Josh Allen and the Bills open up with a 1.5-point road favorite against Denver, and that number has swung all the way to Broncos -1. Was it the pros or the Joes that moved that line?
Oh, it's definitely the pros. Definitely the pros on this. Like you said, we open up early with the Bills being the favorite, and the pros took that right away. Took the 1.5, swung it all the way around, and now we're at -1. But definitely the pros in this game here. The Joes, it's about 50-50 Joes, and there's been no big money on it so far. Definitely with a Saturday game like this, we will definitely see a lot of money coming in on this game with Josh Allen and the Broncos. But definitely, this was a pros move.
All right,
100.
Let's go to this one, Lamar. Sticking with this game, we all know the Broncos' defense is nasty, of course, one of the more historic ones. They led the league in sacks with 68. They have the best red zone defense in football. Now, on top of that, Buffalo just lost 2 of their top 3 receivers to ACL injuries. So points could be at a premium in this game. What kind of action are you seeing on the total in this one?
Surprisingly enough, the ticket count in this game is about 2-1. The money on this game is about 2-1 in favor of the under, but the ticket count is even Steven, 50-50 in this game here. So the pros really haven't done too much with it, but the Joes definitely believe this is going to be an under game at about 2-1 as far as money coming in right now.
Okay. All right, the last time Seattle faced San Francisco, they held the Niners to 173 total yards, a single field goal. The Seahawks dominated that game, and yet I read today that the 49ers on the money line was the most bet at BetMGM. First, is that true? And then where were the sharps on that game?
As far as the money line, it is pretty accurate right now. We are at about a 4-1 clip on the Niner money line.
Those are just homers right there. San Francisco 49er fan.
Yeah, and actually, but the money, though, it's also 4-1 on the money line, too.
Wow.
And that's a lot of Joey money right there coming in on the Niners. Maybe it has something to do with that injury report we got on Darnold, but definitely the pros are not messing with this. This is all Joe money coming in on the Niner money line.
And Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM director, on with us right now, the odd couple. In Week 18, Lamar, the Seahawks and 49ers combined for just 16 total points. But it should be noted that Seattle missed a couple of field goals and 49ers had a red zone turnover there in the fourth quarter. So I'm not saying you should expect fireworks, but I also don't know if it's going to be as bad as folks may assume. What kind of action are you seeing in the total in this one?
Hammering the under, just like you said. The public definitely sees what they saw last time. It's crystal clear in their memory, and money's about 3-1 on the under, and the pros have been pounding this number since we opened it at 45.5. We got as low as 44.5. They bet that back up a little bit, and we're sitting pretty right now at 45. So they definitely believe that, based upon their last meeting a few weeks ago, that they think this game is definitely going to be bet under. Money is about, like I say, 3-1 on the under, and tickets are about 2-1 on the under right now.
All right.
It's constantly moving.
I've heard a few bettors say that sometimes, you can hurt yourself by doing too much research. It's like paralysis by analysis, which brings me
100%.
to this. Houston is 0-6 in divisional round all time. Like they win the the playoff game or whatever, but they're 0-6, including 0-2 in the C.J. Stroud era. With that in mind, how much action are you seeing on the Pats to cover the 3 points at home in Foxborough?
We opened this 2.5 originally. The pros laid it to 3, and we've been sitting pretty at 3, going between 3 minus 105, minus 115. We're right now at 3 minus 120. In this game here, money is slightly, we're talking a ham sandwich in favor of the Texans, but the ticket count from the Joeys, it's even Steven again. So even though we've seen, like you said, the Texans not advance, do very well in the second round, everyone's looking at that defense and saying, hey, they got a shot here, even though they're on the road at the Pats.
I would eat that ham sandwich if it was marked down 50%.
And what happened that day you did it? Your stomach was bubbling sitting next to me. You should have seen him, Lamar. Oh, my stomach. All right, so they say styles make fights, Lamar, and if it's true, then Patriots-Texans could be the game of the weekend there. You got the Pats offense pushing the ball down the field at the third highest clip in the NFL. Then the Texans defense allows the lowest yards per attempt in the league. So it's an unstoppable force versus the immovable object. Where are the pros on the total in this one? Because it could go either way. You could convince me it's going to be a defensive, all points matter, or maybe, the offense gets to go in a little bit and CJ redeems himself versus how he played this past week.
Good line there, Kelvin. All points matter, and all points matter under. That's exactly where the pros have been going on this. We opened this 42.5, and we're right now at 40.5. So they've just been constantly pounding this number under. The public, money's about 2-1 in favor of the under, and ticket count's about 3-1 in favor of the under. So, yeah, it's the Joes and the pros have definitely been pounding this number under, and we expect with that defense that they're going to be under. And, the weather conditions probably won't help, but definitely going under on this game as far as what the betting number is going right now.
All right, last one for me, and you mentioned weather. The temperature in Chicago for this game is expected to be single digits. It'll be cold by the Lake Michigan, but for this one, it's expected to be single digits, and the wind chill below zero. I'm expecting it could take each team at least a quarter to get acclimated for this. With that in mind, how much action are you seeing on the total of 48.5?
It's this is a pros versus Joe's total, because what we see here, we open this total at 51.5.
Wow!
And like you mentioned, Rob, we're at 48.5, and the pros are just pounding this total under. But the money's about 2-1 in favor of the over on this.
Have they seen the video from Chicago? Have they seen what's going on there?
I guess not. I don't know. But yeah, the Joes are about 2-1 money, and tickets are about 1.5 to 1 on the over in this game, and that's all Joe money. So the pros definitely saying this is going under, but the Joes are saying nope. We think it's going to go over that 48.5 right now.
Well, I mean, you basically were just talking about that. We'll get you out of here on this one. The Rams opened up at 4.5-point road favorites. Now the number has since been down to 3.5. So is the pro or Joe money caused this shift about a full point?
Oh, definitely the pro money. We opened that, like you said, 4.5. They swooped that up right away. And as you see, we're now sitting pretty at 4. The ticket count is pretty even, and the money is about. When you look at the money, it's all Joey money on the Rams, but the sharp money came in immediately right away at that 4.5, and we'll see what's going to happen with this game. That's going to be very, very cold.
Oof. No doubt. All right, well, have a great weekend, my man. We appreciate you, Lamar.
Appreciate you guys. Hope you had a great weekend last birthday weekend, Rob.
Yes, appreciate that. 2 years since we had that big birthday party at your place, the MGM Grand.
That was phenomenal. I'll do it again.
Yes.
No doubt. Hey, Lamar, appreciate it, man. We'll do it again next week. All right. No doubt. 877-99 on Fox.
Last call.
Last call.
Let's do it.
Hit us up. It's the Odd Couple. 877-99 on Fox Sports Radio.
Odd Couple, please hold. I got to say this, Kelvin. I'm done with Giannis. You hear me?
Well, that's a lot coming from you.
I'm done. And you know I was always a Giannis guy. I love the way he was independent. He wasn't running with the rest of the NBA stars. No, LeBron, I don't want to practice with you. All that. Won a championship by himself basically in Milwaukee. I loved all of that. But the idea that you have the audacity, the gall to boo the home fans when you turn in a stinker like that, with no Gobert and no Edwards, and you get blown out, and you don't think the paying customers have a right to boo you. That's what makes cheers so special, is because they could be boos, and you've been cheered to the highest mountaintop. And now Giannis has fallen in line with everybody else. Ungrateful, selfish, uncaring, and saying to the fans, the hell with you. You don't have a right. You just paid $400, and we decided not to show up against a shorthanded Minnesota Timberwolves team, and we're supposed to sit there and clap and be happy for the championship you won 3 years ago? Hell no, Giannis. Hell no. This is a current what have you done for me lately life that we live in. You got your confetti. You got your parade. We don't give a crap about that anymore. You guys should have had a W last night with them missing two two parts of their
All-star
stars.
guys, yeah.
All-stars in their starting lineup. And instead, you guys came out and laid an egg. And the fans have a right to boo you, and you have no right to ever boo the fans. Zero. I'm dead serious. You take it, because you gladly take all the cheers and the applause, so you should take the boos when it's bad. That's what makes cheering so special, right?
Yeah.
Don't you remember the year Aaron Judge, they booed the hell out of him in April? He had a terrible April, and he wound up winning the MVP.
It's par for the course.
Come on, man.
Man, listen, we're the odd couple, but we ain't that odd right now. Might as well call us the even couple. Because we're in the same place. And I've been saying this for a bit, and you've been defending Giannis. And
I'm a bigot. I've always.
And I've been more critical of him in a few of the instances of, for you to be an MVP winner, multiple, and a candidate year in, year out, what have I said? I want more from you. Why aren't you perennially having a chance to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, a chance to be in the finals? Why are you that great, but your team isn't doing that great? 3 first-round exits. Haven't been really making a deep playoff run since you won the championship. And you bring up so many things. The fans are booing you because they have expectations, because they thought this team would be better, because they went to that game, looked at their sports ticker on their phone and said, oh, we got to win tonight.
Absolutely.
And Edwards ain't playing. Rudy, the good defensive player, ain't playing. We should be good tonight. We're trying to make some noise and gain some positioning in the East. Why are we so bad in the East? So the fans are not booing without cause. They're not booing for no reason. They're booing because they're disappointed in the team, and most importantly, they're booing because the leader of their team is not producing on the court. The team is not producing with Giannis on it. So I was disappointed. I'm disappointed with the flirting the last 2 years of, no, I don't want to trade. Well, I'm not saying I don't want one. Well, I'm not saying anything. Then what does he say a couple of months ago? It feels good to be the baddie. I'm the baddie now. I'm wanted. Everybody wants me. It feels good to be the baddie. He's going on that. He's booing the crowd. He gets rid of Griffin for Doc Rivers. Now you're mad at Doc Rivers for, I haven't liked the moves that he's made since he has decided, I want multiple championship. I have not liked the response from Giannis. I haven't liked a lot of the moves. You want Dame, they get you Dame. That doesn't work out. And you don't just you don't blame yourself. You blame them again. What are we doing next? Who do you got? And so I haven't liked the last 2 years from him. Trade or no trade, won't say, won't, been non-committal. Now we find out wanted something to do with the Knicks. Like I said, I'm a baddie now. It feels good to be wanted. I haven't liked the way Giannis has been handling himself as he's feeling the pressure of wanting to have multiple championships. He's not responding well. You never boo your fans who have all the rights to boo you when you're playing that poorly, and the team is playing that poorly as a whole in the Eastern Conference. Odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington.
No juice.
No,
It's right here on the table.
Oh, it is. Dang it. Why you ain't tell me during the commercial break? Whatever. It's the Odd Couple on a funky flashback Friday. Shout out to DJ Alley Alex on the ones and twos. Shout out to our man SB Pressman hanging out with us all day. Preston here. Shout out to Shoe Pug as well. Appreciate you. All right. By the way, facing a peak season, looking for a new team member, Workforce Solutions from Express Employment Professionals makes hiring easier. Visit expresspros.com to find an office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster. And now it's time for the Express Pro of the Week. The Pro of the Week goes to new Dodgers outfielder Kyle Tucker. He just secured a measly $240 million deal from the back-to-back World Series champs. So, again, congrats to Kyle Tucker for being our Express Pro of the Week. And now it's time, Rob, for Last Call.
This is the last call.
Last call, who we got?
Kurt in North Dakota. What up, Kurt?
Thanks a lot, guys. You're the best. I just want to send out some big love to Lonnie Ali. She's got a big doings going on down in Louisville, Kentucky. Tomorrow, I believe it's the 100th anniversary of the champ's birth, and she did her best to take care of the champ in life and in death.
Yeah.
Dang, so, have been 100?
Wow.
Dang, all right.
Thank you.
Shout out to her, shout out to you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
Kurt for putting that out there.
I am the greatest. Dang, you'd have been 100.
You are not the father.
You ready to retire? The Odd Couple is gonna make you rich.
Gambling, vice, corruption.
It's their pigskin pick-off.
Let's do it. NFL pigskin pick-off, NFL games against the spread. All these odds courtesy of Lamar Mitchell. BetMGM got them to us early on Friday, so we can go head-to-head at 9:50 p.m. Eastern. Rob Parker got an 11-game lead. Mathematically,
Mind
he
your
cannot
business.
lose, but we're going to play it anyway.
We're out of time
Rob,
for that, Alex.
Bills at Broncos. Broncos 1-point home favorite in this one. Who are you taking?
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm taking Denver.
I just can't believe Bo Nix is gonna beat Josh. Give me Josh.
Game number 2, the Niners. Brock Purdy traveling to Seattle, taking on the Seahawks. Seahawks 7-point home favorites. Kelvin, Washington.
Niners cover. They lose, but they cover.
2 interceptions by Brock Purdy, and Seattle wins.
You don't like either one of them quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough day either
That's a
way
bad
for you,
one,
Rob.
right? That's the one.
Okay, game number 3,
If there's
Texans.
one game I'm not watching, that might be it.
Texans at the Patriots.
Threw up in my mouth.
Patriots 3-point home favorites. Rob.
I don't like the Patriots, really. C.J. Stroud bothers me.
Yeah, he does.
You know that.
You don't like none of these.
I don't like any of these teams either. I'm going to take the Patriots because they're at home.
Texans
and no
upset
Collins.
with some defense.
No Collins.
Texans.
All home, all road. Last game, the Odd Couple Bowl 2. Rams 3.5-point
Well,
road favorites
you
in
already know where we
Chicago.
are. You already know.
Duh.
So wait a minute. We all picked the same?
No, we picked opposite.
You picked opposite. Kelvin has picked every road team. Rob has picked every home
we
team.
already know it's going to work out. Okay, go ahead. I know every road team wins.
And every home team ain't going to win, so we're going to sit there at 2-2.
2-2. Break even.
It might wind up be 2-2.
Yeah, it might be. Either way,
Hey,
it's some good football lined up.
What
man.
a great week we had on the Odd Couple. My goodness gracious. I got a new pair of sneakers.
I'm waiting
from
on
Shoe
something about
Pugs.
you. I was looking at you.
No, that's all.
What did I
Nothing
do?
going on. Nothing.
See, look at you. Boy, I tell you.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?